stay loose, you know? Let it cool. Let the coolness get into our vertebrae.
Sorry about the long intro. I'm so sorry about the long intro, but I had to get the show ready like on the cusp. You know what I mean? Like I have like a bunch of shit to show, but it's like not ready. I'm still downloading stuff. But anyway, so how's it going?
You're excused. It's okay.
I'm excused. It's late night. I mean, I just woke up like 20 minutes ago. All right, this is what happened, dude. I had a really stressful day today, man. I had a lot of shit. A lot of shit happened to me, and I had a lot of shit to do. I was running all around the city. I mud flooded things. I audited people. I did all kinds of shit. And then when I got home, I was just like, I was beat, dude. So I went to bed at like I don't know, 9:30 p.m. And I woke up and it was like 3 o'clock, and you guys were on Brian Staveley's channel, Brian Staveley 3. So I was like, yeah, I'll go over there. I was happy because I woke up and I was like, shit, man, nobody's on. It's late at night. I was like lonely and shit. And then I was like, oh, great, Staveley's on. You know, I was so fucking psyched to see Tommy and Staveley awake, you know. And I was like, nice. So then I went in, I was on Staveley's show for a little while. That was fun. I couldn't get the Zoom camera to work though on my computer. I don't know why. I mean, my computer has a camera on it. It just like it's a laptop. Like it should work. I don't know. But either way, I was still there, nonetheless. That's all that matters.
So why was your day so stressful?
All right. Well, that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the video up so I can just explain it.
Okay.
You know. But yeah, it's just a lot, you know. Like, all right. Well, first of all, this morning, all right. So I wake up. You know when you wake up to somebody shaking you in the morning, like to wake you up. It's never a good thing, right? I like to like wake up on my own. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like when someone's like, "Hey, I got to show you something." First thing in the morning, you first open your eyes, and it's gonna, you know it's gonna be something stressful because they're waking you up. You know what I mean? Like shit. It's like, I found a new credit card under your name. I'm like, what? You know, and like the place where I go and get my mail at, it's not like it's like a UPS box basically. It's like a PO box. It's not where I live. You know, yeah. It's like so like I never go and check it. Like I can go there once a month. Once every 2 months. It don't really matter. They just hold my mail for me. And I don't really get that much mail anyway, so it's not like a big deal. So I never really go because it's a pain in the ass to get there.
Yeah, and usually the letters you get don't make you very happy either, probably.
Yeah, it's all just stupid shit anyway. It's all just junk mail. So, like, all right, so Michelle, Michelle shakes me this morning. And she's like, "There's this new credit card under your name." I'm like, "What?" Like, yeah, because I did call the credit card company and I asked them for an increase, but I didn't ask them for a completely different card. You know what I mean? Like, they told me no on the increase, so I didn't think they were gonna give me anything. So like. There's this fucking huge credit card out, and I'm like, "Are you serious? Like, someone fucking?" I'm thinking it's fraud. You know what I mean? I'm like, "All right, fucking first thing in the morning, fraud." You know, I'm like, fuck. So then I called the credit card companies and stuff, and they said, "No, we sent you a credit card. You got to go pick it up." All right, well, I didn't want another credit card, but cool. You know, I think it's God because like my kids need clothes, my kids need stuff. So we need stuff. Michelle needs stuff too. So, and I need stuff, and I'm gonna buy like Boston Ray t-shirts for me and Singe now and everything else. So it worked out, and but anyway, I got up. I got to go deal with that shit, right? You know, and so the normal train system that I normally take, you know, that you guys always see me. All right. So not only was I getting them on discrimination, like left and right, but other people were too, right? So there was like a ton of discrimination shit going on. Then they were having like poor problems. Trains were lighting on fire. Like they were having trouble with the MBTA, right? So they decided this is what they do: is reverse psychology, boy. We're gonna fix the whole system. I've lived here my whole entire life. I'm 38, so I've lived here for almost 40 years, right? They're not going to fix that fucking train. It's the oldest subway system in the entire country, right? It's the first one, right? They have trains from like the 1950s that they still use. And then they tried to order these new trains from Japan. These like bullet-looking ones. They don't work good on the old tracks. They keep derailing, right? So like they're having trouble. So now they're like, this is what they're doing. They're like, we're closing down the whole Orange Line train, like it's a big, huge part of the train for 30 days. Right, we're gonna fix it, redoing it. They got them like digging in this. I'll try to bring it up. They got them digging in this fucking hole. Yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll bring it up right now. Fuck it. I was watching it today. All right. So, but anyway, what they're gonna do is they're gonna take the train away from everybody, right? I was on the news today about it. They interviewed me at the train station. They wanted to know what I thought about it, and I told them they're gonna take the train away for about 30 days, right? And then they're gonna then what they're gonna do is they're gonna bring it back. You know, they're gonna make everybody like take these shuttle buses and shit and fuck us around for like over a month, probably even longer. And then they're gonna bring it back one day, and then everyone's gonna appreciate it again, and people are gonna stop complaining. That's what it is. They're not gonna fix anything. Nothing's gonna get fixed. It's all a bunch of bullshit. It's like a publicity stunt. See, Orange Line shut down, construction underway. And so it Boston, and so it begins. The MBTA Orange Line Saturday for the first full day of the month long shut down. See? So that happened today. We are feeling about as prepared as we could possibly for something of this magnitude, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu. Oh, Michelle Wu sucks. That's who me and my crew, the whole the people of Massachusetts, were against her, Michelle Wu. All right, you see all the different company names on the houses because they are truly sourced all across the region. Wu so Wu is the one who shut down the Orange Line. And look, all right. So let me see if I can get some footage here. This is Channel 5 News. No volume, huh? Let's see, where's the fucking volume?
No volume.
How are they gonna do that to me with the no volume? This is off. Oh, here we go. All right, there's the volume. All right, here we go.
Good morning, I'm Ted Wayman, just outside Assembly Row in Somerville. We've been talking to commuters all morning long. Just met a fellow a few minutes ago who did not have a good start to his Monday.
Well, I took the wrong bus, so now I need to take a different bus because I misunderstood what way it was going. So far, not super great, but I'm sure they'll figure it out in time.
Well, that gentleman could have been the first.
Yeah, they're not going to figure shit out. It's been like this for 40 years.
Later this morning here in Somerville, the mayor of Somerville plans to hold a news conference here at 8 o'clock.
All right, so that's not that important. I'm trying to find the part about the construction. Hold on. Let me go look at our photos. Images. Yeah, here we go. Look, this is what they're doing. Look, there's a picture. You see? They're like, look. They're digging all this shit up. Look, it showed them in a big hole. Hold on, let me find a better one. Look, here we go. This is the one I was looking at. Look at this shit. They're doing some shit like that. Oh, there you go. They're like in a big fucking hole like that. You know, they're like digging the whole fucking train line up. Look, They're fixing it all up. They're fixing the whole friggin' place. You know, they're doing some serious work. And Orange Line Construction, you see, Chinese contractors worried about over security, so they got Chinese contractors and all the, you know, they're fucking us all around basically for a month. They're not going to fix anything, and in the end, that everyone's going to appreciate the train again. So today, I had to go through that to get to my mail. Right, it took me like an extra 2 hours. Right, but I did. It wasn't fraud. I did get the credit card, and I'm kind of happy about it because now I can get my kids some clothes and stuff like that. So then
it's a good glitch. It's a good glitch in the Matrix this time, right?
Kind of. So then I go down. I go downtown to get my mail, and all right. So first of all, I went into Guy Fieri's. All right. So all right. So there's a Freemasonic temple down there, right? And it was raining. It was pouring raining out, right? In the Freemasonic temple that's in Boston, in downtown Boston, was the first Masonic temple in the entire country. Okay, it's huge. It's huge, right? I covered it on my channel before, but now all of a sudden there's a Guy Fieri's restaurant that just opened up in there, right? And it's crazy because it's like I don't know. All right, the Guy Fieri Mandela effect, right? So, all right, Guy Fieri never wore a visor. All right, people remember him wearing a visor. He's that famous chef from like he was on a bunch of shows, Hell's Kitchen. He had his own show. People know him. Daryl Davis knows him from California. He always had a visor. Okay, does anyone else remember the visor? Anyone here?
No, I have no clue who you're talking.
All right,
about.
I'm gonna play a video. Should I play a video about that first? All right, I'll play a video about that first. Hold on, just to bring you guys up to date, and then I'll play my video. Just give me 1 second. I'm not as quick as you, voynich. We're gonna start smoking soon too. It's almost 4:20. I'm just trying to lay down the groundwork here. All right, Guy. Yeah, just so people know what I'm talking about. I Fieri Mandela effect. All right, let's see if I can find one from Hazel. No. I Fieri. No. Almost, guys. Give me a sec. I'll find something good about it. I had a video on it before. I should have did this before the show, but I'm gonna have to dig for it. You know what I'm gonna do? I got a better idea. All right. Fuck YouTube. Fuck the algorithm. All right.
Going back to Odyssey.
Nope. I'm going to DuckDuckGo. Yeah, fuck it. Because if they'll find it on YouTube faster, you know that? If you search for it, if YouTube won't give you something, I go on like a search engine like DuckDuckGo, Google, whatever, and then they find it on YouTube. So ridiculous. Yeah. You can't. Yeah, it's ridiculous. All right. Here we go. I found a whole shitload of stuff on it now. Okay, here we go. Let's see what I got. Some people remember his name. I remember you being in his name, you know. But I talked to Daryl Davis, and he said that his name was originally Ferry, Ferry, and then he changed it to his Italian name when he moved over to I don't know, when he got famous. Basically, he
Fieri.
Yeah. See how it's spelled now.
Yeah.
About who's this? About press content.
That's Guy Fieri.
Yeah, advisor Mandela effect. Here we go. Reddit. I'll get it off Reddit if I can. All right. So I've been looking at pictures of Guy Fieri and trying to find a picture of him wearing a visor, but can't. I swear I remember him wearing one. It's something I've been Halloween. Oh yeah. So there's Halloween costumes, dressing like them. All right, let me show you something. All right, so let me look at images. Ready? No, not for DuckDuckGo. So you know what I'm saying? They just screw you every which way, dude. They know what I want to do. You know what I mean? They can figure out what you're thinking, but they can't figure out what I'm looking for. All right. It gave me my own channel. Yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nice. That's
Oh,
first.
you could know because that's my video from today. That's why. That's cool. It's popping up for me anyway. Videos. Here we go. Well, they ain't finding it for me. All right. Well, I'm just gonna do it myself then.
Well,
All
just
right.
leave out Mandela effect and just do Guy Fieri Visor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Because all right. So, no. Oh, look at this. They're giving me a place.
Sweaty Betty.
This is this is an ad for his restaurant. Hold on, not this, but what's coming up. Hold on, what's this? I'll put this on.
Sweaty Betty, really?
Look.
Day of downtown Flavortown.
So this is one of his restaurants.
Newest creation. You ready, Dawn?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Do it.
Smoky Mountains. Did you see that? Smoky Mountains, not Smoky, but Smoky Mountains.
Now it said it. What?
Yeah,
it said Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, it just 3 seconds ago. Yeah.
Hold on. What? It
Yeah,
said it
from there. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is that
Smoky.
is that the way
that's
you?
Mandela
That's the way
effect, too.
That's the way it's supposed to be, or no? It's supposed
Yeah.
to have an E.
Now it's like this. You know,
It has an E.
where did the E go?
Yeah. Where did the E go? Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I don't want to play that video. All right. Let me just show you something. Oh wow, there's one picture of him with a visor on. Look at that. I found one. No, that's not him. That's a Halloween costume. That's a guy. That's not really him. That's a guy dressing like him, right? Okay.
Mhm.
This is Guy Fieri. This is him right here. All right, the guy with the blonde hair. You know that he's a famous chef, world class. He went to school in France, right? But look,
Yeah.
there's not one picture of him with a visor. But look, you see this guy right here with the visor?
Yeah.
He's dressed like him. That's, he used to have a, like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, and
It-
he
it's
also
all-
got the blonde hair. You know. So,
Yeah, see,
so
look.
it's just part of the dress. It's
Yeah,
just
you
part
see?
of this.
There's the
dress.
blonde hair. Look, here's a Halloween costume with the hair that comes with the visor for the Halloween costume.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? People remember the visor, Roy. That's what
I
I'm
get
trying
it.
to say.
I get
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
So there's like that's good enough. I can show that. All right. So now
I
you
never
guys
heard about the guy though.
Yeah, well, he's big over here, but I bet you he's gonna start making it big like all around the world too, because he's a world class. He's a world class
He's
chef.
like
but,
the next. He's like the next Ramsay.
well, yeah, he was on Gordon Ramsay's thing, and that's how they're like friends. That's how they got famous. That's how he's getting. I think they're all Freemasons and they're propping each other up. I mean, how else would you get a restaurant inside the Freemason temple, the oldest one in the fucking country? You know.
Yeah.
That's still one of the only. See, look at all the different visors they got with his name.
Yeah,
and
dude,
I remember this one with the flames. That's how I remember it, with the flames on it specifically. With the flames. But I don't know. I don't remember it like that. I just remember it with the flames. But look, see, this guy's dressed like him. He looks just like him, but he doesn't. This guy's dressed like him. This guy's dressed like him.
But it's as far as I see it now. I mean, I never heard of the guy, but it's just part of his image, right? A visor, a visor, and the white hair.
All right, yeah, but watch this though, right? If you ask Like, let me just ask Google, right, or whatever. Did he ever wear a visor? Did Guy Fieri ever wear?
Guy Fieri, very visor.
Yeah, and it was Guy Fury before. All right, you guys, is it still up? Does anyone remember Guy Fieri? Apparently, he has never worn one, but a ton of people seem to remember it, and every costume has one. Fieri, the bleach-haired, backward visor-wearing chef, best known as the host of the Food Network's Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives. Yeah, so they were right earlier. That's the name of his show. So basically, look, like he's never worn one, but a ton of people remember it. So like, and this is like, is this the new Berenstain Bears? I'm telling you guys, the spelling ones are the bad way to go. All right, anyway. So, all right, so the dude never wore a visor. People remember him wearing a visor. Okay, case closed. So I went into his restaurant today myself, and I was like, yeah. I was like, because I was right outside. It's a Freemasonic temple. And I was like, fuck it. I want to go. I want to see what's going on. Like, I want to go. I'm going to go in with a camera, and I'm just going to be friendly. And I'm just going to ask them if they remember him wearing a visor. And I'm going to ask if he's there. You know what I mean? Who knows? He might even be there, Yeah. So I was like, let me go see what's going on. So, and it was raining, and I happened to be right outside. So here we go. This is downtown Boston. All right, where am I at? I'm in Boston. Look, doing a little Mandela flood real quick. This is going to be real quick because it's pouring raining out. But look, so this is the Freemason Temple. Okay? See right here? This is the Freemason Temple right here. Right? That's on the corner of downtown Boston, the one that I've covered. And look what it is that they opened up. Guy Fieri's. What up, Jellyhead? I'm doing a Mandela effect. Look, Guy Fieri's Kitchen and Bar. Look. It's in the Grand Lodge of the Freemasons. This is the first Grand Lodge of the Freemasons that was ever in the entire country. They redone it. This is the biggest one. It's still open. I'm going in. I'm asking about the visor. Let's go. I know his name changed too, but I'm asking about the visor today. We're going in, guys. We're going in. Boots on the ground. Let's check this place out. Look at this. This is the Grand Lodge of the Freemasons, the first one that was ever made. Look at the chartreuse. So you see the chartreuses right there? That's probably geopolymer. That's geopolymer. That what they make the chartreuses out of is geopolymer. You see the symbology, Voynich? Can you see this shit? What are they trying to depict right here, Voy? On this blue thing? It's like a crescent moon. It looks like it's facing the wrong way. It has like some sort of rainbow shape going down with lines with a red ball. They have some weird geometry in the stars. Some weird, And then over here on this next one, they have like beavers and shit. Watch this. Look, you see? Look at this. The beavers. See? Grand Lodge of Massachusetts. Follow reason. 1733. That was the first one in the entire country, and it ends in 1733. It ends in 33. Of course it does, right? So this is a huge, huge. And what is this? They have like a Native American, and they have like, of course they have like a pyramid, and they have like two chairs at the top, and someone underneath them. So there must be what, two people at the top, and then like another person right underneath. And what's this? Like a dove with like an olive branch or something? I don't know what the fuck that is. AF and AM. Well, who knows what that means to either two? You know what I mean? Like, anyway, this is
going in, Jeannie.
They redid it.
I'm going in to ask about Guy Fieri Mandela effect.
See,
it's the Grand Lodge.
Grand
Come
Lodge,
to Boston.
Grand Lodge of Massachusetts.
This is inside.
Yeah, and you know what? And you know what else? Ken Rotman or Natalie Ranka. Yeah. So I talked to Daryl Davis today, and Daryl Davis told me that he's from his town. He's from Daryl Davis's town, and he started off at some little pretzel stand at like a fair, at like a county fair, and he used to sell his pretzels, and everybody knew him, and everybody was friends with him. And then now his sister took over the pretzel stand, and Daryl Davis said like he talks to him, he knows him, he could, he's gonna try to ask him about it when he sees him, but who knows? So look, I go in and
Can I ask you a question?
I asked the bartender.
You know Guy Fieri? Do you remember him
He said, I do. You see? I said, do you know Guy Fieri? He says, I do.
ever having a visor?
Yes.
He did, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Yes. So that's confirmation. The guy that works for him remembers him having a visor. How good is that, guys, for Mandela
That
effect?
is, yeah. Well, that's
well
solid.
done.
That's solid.
Yeah. I got a guy working for Guy. I got a guy that works for Guy that's telling me he had a visor.
There's a thing called the Mandela effect. Look it up. He's never worn a visor. There's not one picture of him wearing a visor. There's no record of it. And if you ask him, he says he's never worn a visor before. Look it up. Guy Fieri never wore a visor. I'll look it up. I just wanted to see if you people know. Thank you. Have a great day and God bless. Boston Ray Mudflat Adventures, YouTube.
So watch now. As I was leaving, I was like, "Wait up! I gotta ask one more person that works here, right?" So there was this guy at the checking people in at the door. Watch how rude he is to me. Watch.
Peace out. Hey, do you remember
This guy right here? Look, I'm like, "Hey, do you remember it?" Well, I'm just asking him a question.
Guy Fieri wearing a visor, man? Do you remember him wearing a visor, Guy Fieri? All right.
He said, "Have a great day, sir." He didn't answer me.
God bless. You don't remember him? All right.
And then he said, "No, I don't."
All right. God bless you.
So that one didn't remember him. That one didn't.
They don't. One guy remembers and one guy doesn't. Boom, baby. Mandela.
See, there you go. So one guy remembers it and one guy doesn't. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah. Well, the guy that you talked to later, I mean, he just didn't want to get involved, right? He just was like,
yeah. First he was like, "All right, have a nice day," and I was like, "Come on, like, just answer my question, dude. What the fuck, But yeah, it's weird. Why don't they want to get involved? Is it? And it's weird how it's connected to the Freemasons. Like, is it Freemasonic? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I was thinking, boy? Like these name changes, right? You know how all the Freemasons want to have like a 33 name in numerology, right?
Yeah.
What if they're changing their names to make it like equal a certain number in numerology or something?
Oh, I don't think it's that. I don't think. No.
I don't know. I don't really. I'm not really sure about anything.
Because you would just change your name. Officially, you wouldn't. It's not like. Well, because that also implies that there's actually somebody behind the switches making these changes.
There's somebody behind all the switches. That's what I'm saying. Like there's ones like the thinker, like that could only be God. Like things like statues moving and in continents and land masses moving and the Bible changing and things like that, I think are real. But then some of these other ones that are getting thrown in, what if all right, what if the Mandela effect, right? What if it's not all being caused by the same reason, but everybody thinks it is?
Yeah, that could also be the case.
That's what I was thinking. What if there's an individual reason for each Mandela effect, but people are just picking up on glitches in the computer system, because Google came online and then everybody starts looking things up through them and through the search engines and everything's getting digitized now and everything's being run through processors and AI and computers and processed and processed and processed and processed again. Okay, that song that I played, my song that I played at the beginning, it's called I'll Survive. Okay, it's my song. Me and my friend Pluma wrote it, right? It's about 15 years old, but And at the time we made the song, I know for a fact that it was all Survive because we were struggling and we were both rapping and we were trying to make it in the streets. So now it sounds like he says, I survived. And that gives me the chills because, like, I survived and everybody died. All my friends died. So I don't know. My own song changed, but no one's going to believe me. But it did. That's why I've been playing it because I found it. And it was on my This is all right. So this is what happened, voynich. I recorded the song about 15 years ago at my friend's house. Okay. And it was an older computer, but we use Pro Tools, right? So, all right. So once you compress the files through Pro Tools, right? Pro Tools processes it, right? Then you burn it to a CD, which he did. He burned it to a CD. So then the computer has to process it again to put it on the CD, right? And then I took it from a CD and I put it onto my iPod, right? So then iTunes processed it, right? And this was back like 15 years. iTunes from 15 years ago. Apple processed it, right? So then it sat on an iPod for about an old 16 gigabyte iPod that was dilapidating. All my music sat on that for like 20 years, 15, 20 years. The iPod was almost shit. Because of this computer, I recovered all my music, right? So now I took a new computer and I recovered that old music off of the iPod, right? Then it gets processed again from a newer computer, right? Okay. So now my so it's been processed like the song's been processed like 6 or 7 times through different programs, right?
Yeah.
Now I uploaded it to YouTube. Oh, no, then I edited it into a video through a video editing program, Power Director. So then Power Director processed it, right? Then I put it up on YouTube and then YouTube processed it, right? And then people download them off YouTube and re-upload them other places and shit like that. So like, do you think that some of the changes, like the song lyrics, right, could have something to do with the computer processors and the AI not remembering the words correctly or like hearing the words like because they sound similar, you know what I mean? Like I'll survive or I survived. It almost sounds the same. It's
Yeah.
like it's easy for a computer to make a mistake if it's AI, right?
Computers don't make mistakes, do they?
I don't know. I don't know much about computers. I'm just learning about them now.
Oh, people make mistakes. A computer just does as it's told, and when the outcome is not the outcome that you wanted it when you did the input, when you gave the computer a mission to accomplish, and, there's something wrong in the way that the computer is set up or the program is set up. So, yeah, no, people make mistakes. Computers don't.
So you don't think that could be it? I'm just,
No.
I'm not saying I'm sure about any of these things. I'm just like I'm still trying to figure out what's causing this.
Yeah, that's why God is laughing at you. Like God is laughing at you. Like
so all right. So
you try to make sense out of this world. Boston Ray, you fool! You fool!
So voynich, you really believe that it's God? The whole Mandela effect is God?
I don't know, dude.
Well, what do you think? I want to know. What do you think? You've been studying it longer than me. What do you think?
I think it's a good question, but I've come to this point where I don't. Well, just like I told you, I try not even to think about it, like what's the reason or who's doing it or how, because it's not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to.
Maybe it will. What if we figure out like how it's happening, and then like that cracks the whole case wide open, and then boom.
Yeah, well,
it might take us to another level.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe we're not supposed to know how it's happening now, but maybe like during the apocalypse, it's gonna be more unveiled.
I mean, I would like to know. It's not like I don't want to know, but it's like.
I hope they tell us. Whoever it is, I hope they tell us one day. I mean, look at all this research we're doing for them.
Well, I don't hope they will tell us. I hope I will find out, because everything that they tell us, I don't even know. And
well, you know what I mean. Yeah, find out, or they
I know
either way. But Shout out to DN. I'm glad to see that DN's still here with us. We were worried about DN for a while, man.
He's still going strong, dude.
He's still going strong. He's still fighting. Keep fighting, DN. Stay strong, man. You got this. We got this. We're all gonna pray up for you. We got this. We're working together. We all prayed for you 3 nights in a row. It was like 3 nights worth of prayers, 4, maybe even 4 nights, and it helped because look, he's still here. So God is good to us.
Yeah, well, Nora says like there is something to what Ray is saying, but if it's supernatural deception, the things Ray said about computers would be included too, right? It's like what you say does not exclude the spiritual side of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would play the song again if I thought it would probably just annoy you guys. So I'm not gonna play it again because I already played it. But if you listen to it closely, it still sounds like he says I'll survive, but it sounds like it's shifting over to I survived. It's like in the process of shifting. It's like I can tell. Like, and then some of the lines, it sounds like he says I survived, and that's my friend Puma. So I'm gonna have to ask him. Like, I'm gonna have to ask him next time I see him what he remembers. You know.
I hope he doesn't glitch out on you.
I know.
Right.
I know, right? I wonder what he's gonna do. I mean, no, he's cool. He's really cool. He's a cool dude. He'll probably be like, whoa. You know, or he'll be like, he might say I said it both ways. He might say I said it both ways.
It's one thing to hear a song change that everybody knows, but it's another thing to have your own song change. You know.
Yeah, it's like that Mandela Effect song by the one that we play by He's like,
what do you say if the
change your song? Yeah, it happened to me now, and it's like I haven't listened to the song in over 20 years, like 15 years. You know.
Yeah.
So that's what really bothers me about it. And it's like I haven't listened to it really since after I found out about the Mandela Effect. You know, that's why I uploaded it because I wanted to explain it. But so then after that, right? So let me see. What else did I do today? I have more stuff to show. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure out where it's at, though. So then after that, like, all right. Hey, let me play a song real quick, and I'll get my shit together because I don't want to sit here.
Watching all the clocks run backwards, slowly choking out my lungs, throwing all the stones around me until all that's left is one. Youth and age haunt me nightly until their master's work is done. Give to all just what they're asking, while sex and death is all flesh once. And while I've got angels all around me, lighting the fires that free men from feeling, send your waters inside me, feel
All right, so let me just give you guys a little background on what's going on before I show it, because I didn't catch the whole thing on video. I wasn't trying to like videotape this, right? I wasn't trying to do a civil rights audit today, but I'm always there for the homeless people, okay? And where I went to get my mail, it's a very highly homeless area, okay? There's homeless people sleeping all over the street, right? Hold on, we're gonna need to roll up for this, so it's 420. Let's set that. Let's set off the 420 little thing. Hold on. So, you know what I'm saying? So people know the deal. Where is it? Here we go.
Wanna get high? Wanna get high?
Smoke.
Yeah, so I don't know. So basically, let me see.
I smoked so much yesterday that I'm not gonna smoke today. I'm like,
I understand. I've been smoking a lot too lately. That's what I said. I said the same thing to Jenny earlier.
Ho ho ho.
But it's what I do. You know what I mean? It's what I do.
Stay chugging on a 40-ounce brain cells fry. Like a clam strip all day, get high. Never-ending story, fell course, stay fly. Mom's a math teacher, so I gotta multiply. Not a mathematician myself, so I ride in my 98 Altima parked outside. Hustling mixtapes and trying to get by. W-E-double-B, follow with a Y. Motherfucker, that's me, and I be so cool. To be on my level, you're gonna need a step stool. Always been a troublemaker, gotta break rules. Breaking every law until they kick me out of school. So amped up, you think I'm chugging jet fuel. Chasing a bottle of moonshine with a no duels. And go door rules, let me pull a Billy Madison and have them slipping on banana peels. If they challenge him, I'm baffling any competitor with what I'm rapping. And the future's looking bright, I think I'm staring at a halogen. Born in 88, I got it tatted on my abdomen. Product of the 90s, everyday practicing. Then it started happening, turned into a beast. Full bred pit with a little Maltese. Woof, slaughter any track that I see. You've now been warned, you better hide your beats. I'ma never give a fuck about you. I'm just doing what I do. Murder any beat I put my mind to. Thought you knew, that's what I do. Rapping on the mic till my face turns blue. Through and through, that's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do. Stop sleeping over there, man, pass the blunt. L ride around town and be back for lunch. Got a full plate of beats and some Captain Crunch. Mean on the mic, only lost a battle once. Everybody else murked them, cooked it up, served them. Pen in hand, I got the dexterity of a surgeon. Freestyle, burn them, written rhyme flawless. Like the names of every Ninja Turtle, I'm an artist. Bitch, nobody stopping what I'm saying. Lyrical display, gon' shock them like Raiden. Everyday raging, show me where the party's at. Where the bitches, where the broads, where the hotties at. Where the liquor, where the bud, where the molly at. Where the stage, I'm about to give the crowd a heart attack. Life short, so you know I gotta live it up. Brim low, Dutch rolled, I'ma never give a fuck. Never give a fuck about you. I'm just doing what I do. Murder any beat I put my mind to. Thought you knew, that's what I do. Rapping on the mic till my face turns blue. Through and through, that's what I do. That's what I do. Yeah, that's what I got. My word in my balls, just a nerd with a cause. Living life like a video game, so press pause. Double tap X with a shot to the brain. Back square, catch him with the scorpion chain. So get over here, bitch, I'll kick him like Liu Kang. And fatality anybody who shits on my name. It's that tatted up tyrant, heating up the climate. Pissing on these haters like puppies on fire hydrants. It's that motherfucking Optimus rhyme. Full bottle of pills, blunted with a bottle of wine. Fully transformed, about to take over the game soon. Ain't a motherfucker I'm afraid to bring the flame to. Got him rotisserie while I be smoking piffery. Making words connect like letters written in calligraphy. Not a person here stepping in my shoes, cause see Webby's back and this is what I do. I'ma never give a fuck about you. I'm just doing what I do. Murder any beat I put my mind to. Thought you knew, that's what I do. Rapping on the mic till my face turns blue. Through and through, that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do.
All right, so I got everything ready. So basically, all right, so all right, so all right. After I went to the Guy Fieri's thing, Michelle's like, we gotta go get the kids some clothes. You know, the kids need clothes. You just got a credit card. Let's just go get. You know, Michelle's like, I need clothes. You need clothes. The kids need clothes. Everybody needs clothes. Let's just go get them a few things. You know, I'm like, all right, cool. I'll buy my kids some clothes. No problem. You know. So as I'm walking, I go to Marshalls. It's like they sell like brand name clothes for like cheap. You know, it's like I don't know what. It's like this. You know, it's decent. It's decent prices. It's downtown. They have good deals. So I went there and all right. So as I'm walking in, I noticed that like there's a black lady, a black guy, and a homeless man, right? And they're like they have masks on, and not the homeless man, but the other people had like these masks on, and they were like hassling him, right? And I was like, what are they doing? And then I realized they were loss prevention agents, and they were telling him, hey, give us what you got, give us what he had stuff under his coat. He was shoplifting. The guy was shoplifting. He was, right? He had a bunch of shit, like a bunch of pairs of socks and a bunch of shit, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna film this just in case they beat him up or anything, because I look out for the homeless people. Like, he's shoplifting, but he's fucking homeless, Like, he probably needs a fucking pair of socks. Leave the fucking dude alone. Like, whatever. Like, it's a victimless crime anyway, dude. You know what I mean? Like, for like those big stores, they don't need a pair of socks, dude. Give the guy a pair of socks anyway. But so so I filmed it, right? Let me see if I can figure out how to work this thing. I'll share my screen. I think I got it ready. So, but like I didn't catch the whole thing on video, right? Because I wasn't really ready for it. I didn't want to be hassled. I just wanted to go and get my kids some clothes, I didn't want to have to deal with it. But look, this is the lady that I was looking for in the video today, right? This is her. You see her? She's wearing a mask. You see this guy with the white shirt? He's loss prevention. She's loss prevention. And this guy outside with the bags or whoever this is, that's who was shoplifting. Okay. Now watch this.
YouTube. I'm gonna protect him. I'm gonna protect him. I'm on YouTube. I'm live. I just want to see what's going on. I can take a picture anywhere in public. It's the Fourth Amendment. It's protected by the Fourth Amendment. I got your back.
You see that? I tell them I'm here to protect him, the homeless guy. Even though he was shoplifting, I was still there to protect him. And then I said, well, I'll start it over a little bit. It's only a few seconds long anyway. I just want you guys to hear.
I'm on YouTube. I'm live. I just want to see what's going on. I can take a picture anywhere in public. It's the Fourth Amendment. It's protected by the Fourth Amendment. I got your back.
I told the dude, I got your back. So, all right. So that's that, right? So then I was like, I was with my daughter and everything. So I was kind of like, basically I was like, I don't want to get in. I'm with my little daughter in the carriage. And I'm like, I don't really want to cause too much trouble, right?
Right.
So I just, I caught that little clip. I wasn't even going to do nothing with it. I was just going to leave it in my phone. I was like, whatever. I didn't really, but I got the lady on camera. That's the important part, right? So then I go into the store to go shopping, right? And Michelle's picking out a bunch of clothes for the kids, and she's shopping and she's having fun, because she never gets to get out. And I actually got her to get out, and she was actually having fun. And my son picked a toy out that he wanted, and he was so happy about it. He was like, and he's only 4. He's about to be 5. He doesn't understand, right? My little daughter, right? She fell asleep in the store, and like we were like, I turn around, and that lady with the mask on is sitting there grilling me. Like, grilling me is a Boston slang for like staring you down. Like when someone's staring you down, you're like, stop grilling me, dude. Get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean? Like, you're fucking grilling me, man. It's slang. It's Boston, right?
Yeah, I get it.
All right. So they were all up in my face, right? So I look at her and I say, I was just recording because I wanted to make sure nobody got hurt. I was doing it for safety. right? Like, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not stealing or anything like that. Like, you can leave me alone. You can let me go about my day and go shopping, right? I'm buying stuff in here. I told her I'm not just here to cause trouble. I'm buying stuff, right? So she's like, I don't want you to record me. And I go, well, I don't want you to record me. And I pointed to the cameras up on the ceiling, right? I was like, why does it trigger you so much, you know, about people pointing a cell phone camera in your face when you're recording the whole fucking place?
When people that don't want to be recorded, they're usually planning on doing something bad. Not usually, that's always the case. They either they wanna be they just want to act like a bitch. That's why that's why they don't like the camera, because they don't want to be confronted with their own behavior, and they don't want the responsibility for their own behavior, because they lost all integrity, because they don't have a moral. And these people have no conscience. So when they look at the camera and they see what their actions are, their conscience starts to work, and they hate that. That actually hurts their brain. They're like, but I don't know this part of my brain. Is this what people call conscience? I hate it. That's what happens in these people. That's why they say, I don't want you to video me, when they're being videoed all day long.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to find the video.
Ashamed of themselves.
It's not showing up on my channel yet because it's still being processed, I think. Hold on one second. I got to search for it now. I got to search for my own video, dude. Isn't that crazy? If I have to, I'll get the link and put it through myself. But they're like making me go through trouble just to find my own video. Like, it's retarded. Let's see. Guy Fieri. I mean, I don't think they would have took that one down for any reason. That's weird. All right, give me a second. I'll find it. I have to go through the phone to find my own video. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I seen it on the TV a little while ago when I turned on the TV. But yeah, so basically, I was like, "This is a good one." I got pissed because she told me I couldn't record, right? And then I started recording the whole store. I was like, "Fuck it!" I went live and started walking around the store recording. Watch, I'll get it up if I can find it. Hold on. If YouTube didn't if ScrewTube didn't take it down. Let me see. Videos. Oh, here we go. I got it. Oh, it's because I made it private. That's why. Because it wasn't. Hold on. I just gotta make it unprivate. It's because It's because it was spinning. It wouldn't stop spinning. And the only way I can make them stop spinning, at the end, is just make them private, and then they stop. Yeah. But, hold on a sec. Just gotta unprivate. Good thing I checked. Public. All right, now the video is public. All right. I'll come into the back door and I'll put the direct link. See all this fucking the hoops YouTube makes us jump through just to do a live stream. Yesterday, Michelle was on the stream with me, boy, and she was like, I can't believe all this. She couldn't believe all the shit I had to do. Like, I made her sit here and watch what I had to do. She keeps complaining. I was like, all right, you want to do a stream? Yeah, we did a stream on her
it's channel. A lot of work. We
did a stream on her channel last night. And like all the channels on her channel was like the first stream we ever did on her channel. So, but yeah, wait until you so nobody in the store would identify themselves, right? They all had masks on, right? And the loss prevention lady was hiding. She wouldn't come out and talk to me on camera. And then they called the cops on me. And
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me show you. I'm almost there. I'm here. I almost got it. No.
There's nothing inside of these people.
Hold on. I'm echoing now. Yeah. Go ahead, boy.
No, there's nothing inside of these people. That's why they constantly refer to authority or to the group, never towards themselves. That's why they don't want to be on camera.
Yeah,
because they can stand themselves.
Well, yeah, I couldn't get her on the live stream, so that's why I want to put these two clips. That's why I'm doing this right now, because I want to put these two clips together, on one stream so people can understand what's going on. Because otherwise, they'll watch the live stream and they'll think I'm nuts just walking around a store. All right. So check this out, right? So it's not that long of a video, but my phone ends up dying, so I need to explain what happens at the end. But watch. So like I'm on low battery as it is, right? And so like all right. And meanwhile, you know, it's embarrassing for Michelle, you know, because she doesn't want to deal with this shit. She just wants to go shopping for the kids, you know?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But at this point, I'm past the point of no return, Voy. I'm like, this lady is going down. I want her name. I want to report her. She violated my Fourth Amendment right to record in public. No privacy, no expectation of privacy in public, right? And when the store is open during the day, it's public. It's the only time a store is private is when they lock the doors at night, right? So like if you go there at night when the doors are locked, they can get you for trespassing. But during the day, when it's open to public foot traffic, it's public and you can record there if you want.
Yeah.
So this is what's going on. I seen this lady upstairs messing with this guy for stealing, for shoplifting. Right? Hold on. I want to make sure it's streaming, and I'm in a basement. I want to make sure it's not buffering. Is anybody here?
It buffers a lot, but it's not going to buffer now. It's processed. So
it's buffering.
It looks like there's a lot. I'm in the basement. Joe? I'm like under the ground right now, so it kind of looks like
is it buffering really
might be
bad,
pots
Joe?
clipped out, but I didn't clip anything out. It's just the you'll see. It's just the buffering.
You can hear me, but you can't. But is it buffering? Can you see what's going on? So I'm in the basement. Hold on, let me see.
You can see like everybody around me in the background walking around. Everybody shopping is still wearing masks.
Their Wi-Fi.
The people that work there, they're all wearing masks. They're all afraid to even say anything. I keep asking them like what the lady's name is and everything. They won't even tell me. They're afraid to even tell me what the lady's name is.
Yeah. It's so.
So like, yeah, hold on. I was just setting my camera up. I'm about to start walking around.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
I wanted to make sure.
This is what happened. I seen these loss prevention people, and they were messing with this guy upstairs for shoplifting. So I'm filming. I'm waiting to see, and she's not. Hey, what up, Leslie Bozla?
So I was filming everything.
Loss prevention people here, they were just messing with this guy for shoplifting, and then they told me I can't record, so I'm just walking around. I want to find her. She's undercover. My battery's only 15%, but
yeah. So she was undercover, and I blew her spot. I when she came over and said something to me, I started yelling out loud, "She's undercover! Everybody, watch out for her! She's undercover!" And I blew her cover.
I gotta get her name. I can get her name and badge number. She's not even a cop. Let's go find her. Hey, what's up, Leslie? Yes, what's up, peeps? I'm at Marshall's. I'm just looking for the lady. She's like, "Why are you taking pictures?"
So I like basically walked around the entire store looking for her, right? I couldn't find her. I couldn't find her anywhere. You know, I couldn't find her anywhere. And then I started getting really angry because I knew like she was everywhere, but she was all up my ass before. But then when I pulled up the camera, she disappeared. So then I start going and asking employees, like, get her for me, find her, they act like they don't know who I'm talking about. And then after I left, Michelle tried to tell me it was a customer. It's not a customer. She was a loss prevention.
Disappeared really fast, huh? Yeah. So, on camera. Oh, fuck. Yeah, she knows. They're watching me on the camera. What's up, Jenny?
People that don't want to be filmed, they know that they are doing something wrong. You know, that's just how simple it is.
Yeah, she knows that she was in the wrong, boy. She knew that she was definitely in the wrong. Like, Watch. I start getting pissed. I start going up to them and saying, "I'm looking for the loss prevention agent who violated my Fourth Amendment right to record in
That
public."
sucks, DJ. Yeah, I'm like in a tunnel, so I don't know. I'm just looking for the lady with the. I'm looking for the lady that just
You
violated.
know, and as long as you have like the video footage, they cannot lie about it. You know, as long as there's no video footage, they can lie to their superiors or to their peers about you. You know, and then it will just be you against them.
Yeah,
But
and I was,
you know,
and
and
I was,
that's just fucking simple. It is. It's
and
just
all I wanted was her name so that I could call the company and say this lady violated my Fourth Amendment rights and she should not have that job because she doesn't know
yeah,
what she's doing.
yeah.
That's all I wanted to do. Because people are struggling right now, and there's probably more qualified people for the job. Someone who will treat
Yeah, but
people.
dude, you know, we're not gonna change the world. I mean, it's not. I mean, you don't become a judge because you have so much integrity. You become a judge because because they can buy you. That's why you become a judge, right? You don't become a lawyer because you want to get people, you want to keep people out of jail that are innocent. No, you're gonna be a lawyer because you want to have control over people and make money. That's why people become lawyers,
Yeah, to
you
make
know,
money.
and
Yeah.
We'll just watch it for a second.
it's as simple as that. And everything that's sold to us is like, oh, these people are here to protect you. No, police officers are not here to protect you. Police officers, they're all crazy people that love power and they just want to win, and they don't care what they are fighting for.
Yeah.
Same as these loss agents, or how you call loss prevention agents. They just want to have power over people. It's and it's
That
not
was her.
about the
I
shop.
think.
They don't.
That was. Listen, I think that was her right there, boy. This one right here. But she went in the back and took her mask off and came back out.
Ah,
And she was pretending that she didn't know what I was talking about. And I just went up to her and was like, "I'm looking for the loss prevention agent that violated my Fourth Amendment rights." And she just like played it dumb. And then they were all protecting her, everybody.
During the day to foot traffic, it's public. So why is she being so triggered by a cell phone camera? She should all if she doesn't know the laws and the rights.
I basically laid down
the
the
pager.
line.
I need to.
The reason it looks so choppy is because YouTube's still processing this.
Hiding behind the badge, just like the cops do.
So then I go, I'll fast forward through it. I walk around the store the whole
lady that
time.
violated the guy's rights, the Fourth Amendment. Tell him we need to get her on. We need to talk to her. Okay.
So they tell me to go
Thank
to
you.
the front, right? So then I go to the front.
She doesn't belong here.
Here we go. Here we go. Check out this lady. This lady that I talk to next is real.
The lady that violated my Fourth Amendment right to record in public. Please, I need to talk to her. She's hiding from me right now, and she violated my rights. So I need to talk to her. Get her down here, please. I need her name and her badge number. I'm reporting her to.
You see the look she gave me? The customer is always right.
She's hiding. I'm live on YouTube right now. You're live. Please get her down here. Boom, she's coming.
No, they never got her.
Well, no, actually, I'm on camera right now. There's no expectation of privacy in public. When this place is open during the day, it's public, and at night, it's private. So, I don't want to be on camera either.
So then she calls the cops on me. Look.
I don't consent to being on camera either.
That's what you do. You call the cops on people on customers.
I'm in her shop.
What people do, dude.
You call the cops on customers.
Didn't you know?
I was gonna spend a few hundred in there.
You guys violated the Constitution.
Oh yeah. I mean,
My lighter just died, voynich. That means I'm gonna be lighting joints off the stove for the rest of the night.
She went in that room. She's
yeah,
hiding.
I know that.
Yeah, that's where she is.
I've been there.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
I'm down to 5%.
You can also light a candle or a waxine light.
I know. I know. I gotta look around. I gotta look around for something. Oh, I have a candle. Good call, boy.
I just want to know her name. That's all, and I'll stop recording.
Yeah,
One.
I use
I just
mass
want to know this lady's
abilities
name so I can
tactic.
report her, 'cause she
Mass
wouldn't give me her name
accountabilities
or her
tactic.
badge
I was
number
like,
or nothing, and she
oh,
violated.
I
the
just
Fourth
want to know her
Amendment right
name,
to
and I'll
record in
stop
public.
recording you. Maybe they'll do it. No, didn't work. No, it didn't work in this case.
I don't come to stores to deal with tyrants. The customer is always right? What happens to that?
Well, those days are long gone.
Yeah, well, I wish those days would come back, boy.
Yeah.
So look, so now I figured out that's what.
You muted yourself on screen. Still muted. You're still muted. You're still muted. You, Ray. You are muted. Nobody can hear what you're saying, Ray. Looks like you're talking. You're not listening, are you? You need to do something about the settings of your microphone. You, Ray, it's not your microphone. It's the settings in StreamYard. He just keeps on talking. Nobody hears him. So, nice try. But you're wasting my time. Ray, you're muted. For the last 2 minutes. No, your mic is okay. Look at your screen. Look at your name. It says muted.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You couldn't hear me before?
Now.
No. Okay.
I couldn't hear you for about 90 seconds.
No, I know it's this mic. It keeps coming undone right here. I need to put it on the stand, but
yeah,
it's too much of a pain in the. I'll do it on a break. But yeah. So what? Long story short, I ran around the store, right, like that. I was looking for the lady. I went up to the desk a bunch of times. They wouldn't get her, and I kept telling them all I want to know is her name, so I can call the company and report her that she violated my Fourth Amendment right to record in public, and that she needs new training. I was like, I don't want to cause any problems. I'm shopping. I'm not in here just causing mischief. I'm actually buying something. And then I was buying a ton of shit. And then what happened was my phone died. And then the cops came. Right. And I was like, shit. And they were like these one big Boston cop and a little Chinese one. Right. And I was like, man, but I still played it off like my phone was still recording with them, because I bet you they knew. I bet you they were watching from outside through the Wi-Fi or something, and they knew when my phone died, because it seemed like they came in as soon as the phone died, right? They come walking, and I'm like, oh fuck, right? And I'm like, there's times when you just gotta like walk away from a battle because you're gonna lose, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I went up to them. And I was like pretending I was recording them still. I had my phone out and I was like, still playing it off like I was still recording. And I was like, what's the problem? And they were like, they don't want you in here. And I said, for what? I was like, they violated my Fourth Amendment right, to record in public. And I want the lady's name so I can report them. And I was like, actually, didn't you take an oath to uphold the Constitution, officer? I said, they're violating the Constitution. They're violating people's rights. Oh, this is private. I tell the officer, no, it's not private.
So if it's private, how come they can if it's private, how come they can get called in? I mean,
it's not
totally. It's totally contradictory.
Yeah, it's not. It's not private anyway. When it's open, the foot traffic during the day, it's public. It's only private at night when they lock the doors, and then you can get in trouble for trespassing or whatever, breaking and entering, whatever it is. But yeah, so yeah, it's not private. So then I ask him his badge number. He's a captain. All right, he's like the captain, and there was another dude, and I'm like, the captain of the Boston, that area, the Boston police, and I'm like, you guys are tyrants, you know that, right? Right? And I was like, I'm going down to file complaint forms. I got this whole thing on camera, and they were like, yeah, well, we got you on body camera too. And I was like, oh well, you know what I mean? They had their cameras rolling, and then after that, I just took off, dude. They said you have to leave the store. Or they're gonna trespass you, and I'm like, for what? I didn't even do anything wrong. They couldn't trespass me. I didn't do anything wrong. I could have stayed.
No.
I could have stood my ground. But
No, but they'll just give you a hard time anyway.
at that point, it was such a bummer because
And then they'll lock you up, and then they'll say, "Oh, we were wrong. You can go now."
at that
I mean,
at that point, it was such a bummer, Voy, because like I was so pissed off that I was like, I'm not paying you for anything here. I'm not buying nothing here. So I just left the whole carriage full of shit that Michelle picked for the kids and everything there because I was like, I'm not buying nothing. They wanted me to pay and leave. I was like, I'm not buying shit. I'm not paying you guys nothing. You guys just fucking violated my rights. I'm not supporting this place, at all. I'm not giving you $1. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm leaving my shit and I'm leaving. You guys just lost the sale, basically. And then, you called the cops on a customer. Why should I fucking buy anything from this place, right? So Michelle was mad at me. The kids were mad at me. When my kid got home, he's like, "Where's Dada? Where's my toy?" You know what I mean? And I'm just like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna take you someplace else and tomorrow. I'm gonna take him out and get him some toys, but something better."
Yeah, I mean, it would have been better if you would have not, made such a fuss and just chose for your family that day. Don't you think so?
Yeah,
But,
I
that's hindsight.
think
Of course,
so.
that's Captain Hindsight talking to you. But
No, I understand, but I just wanted to stick up for that homeless guy because because I was homeless living in that area at the Boston
I
Common.
I get it.
And I know that whole community of people. I get my mail down there. I still get my mail at the shelter. So like I'm still hanging out with them all the time, the homeless people. Like that's why you see me on the streams. Like you'll see me pop up during the day and I'll have like a dude with a sign next to me, like on the video, and I'll be like smoking weed with the homeless people and sitting on the street and shit. Like I give them Flat Earth Farms for free. And I friggin', because it's legal to give people weed for free here. As long as you don't charge any money, you're fine. You can, as long as you keep it under the legal amount, right? Like, so I just give them like a joint or two, the homeless people. I hook them up, and I tell them it's from Flat Earth Farms, and every farm is flat. And sometimes I sit there and I even smoke with them, and I record it for YouTube and shit. I have a few videos up. Like, look, I'll show you. Watch. You want to see something cool? All right, I'll show you guys. I'm so down to earth, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a regular dude. I'm not anything else but just a regular guy. And I'm not afraid to sit and smoke with a homeless guy, right? So let me see if I can find the video. I don't know. You guys might have seen it already, but there's nothing wrong with showing my own content. A lot of people probably didn't see it. Let's see if it's still here. When was that? Here it is. All right, so this was just like a promo I was doing for band practice, and there's also this building there that they're digging, and it goes levels under the ground. Okay, so this is a mud flood video and a promo for the band practice stream that I was having that night, but not a lot of people watched it. But like I was chilling, I was walking by, I was about to smoke this huge joint, right? I had this huge joint like in my hand, but it wasn't like visible. It wasn't like visible. It was just in my hand. And this homeless guy was sitting there playing guitar, and he was like, "Hey man, you got any weed?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm smoking right now." So I just went and I chilled with him. Look, check this dude out. Is there any volume? Oh yeah, there's no volume at first because I had it muted. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's homeless, obviously, right? He's struggling. Look at him. He's hurt. He's a hurting unit. This guy's a hurting unit, right? Look, his guitar, there's strings missing. There's this other dude with him. The other dude didn't smoke weed. He used to smoke weed. He knew a lot. We were talking about weed. He knew a lot about weed. And wait, let's see. Why isn't there any sound? Do you guys hear sound?
No.
I think, yeah, because you know why? Because I gave the guy the camera. What happened here? Hold on. Why isn't it playing? Oh, it froze for a minute. That's just what happened because it was live. Hold on, it's gonna come back, and maybe the sound will come in a minute. But yeah, so this dude was like, he's homeless, you know, you can tell. And I'm like sitting there and I'm lighting the joint. Look, I just sit there right on the ground, fucking cross-legged, just like a regular person. I'm sitting right on the sidewalk, you know, just smoking a joint with the dude. Hold on, let me fast forward a little. What did the thing get stuck? All right, here we go. So I'm sitting there and there's no volume, but I'm sitting there smoking with them and I'm telling them about, like, you know, every farm is flat. I'm telling them about the flat earth. You know, I'm telling them about my YouTube channel, man, about mud flood adventures and everything else. And then oh, is that sound? What's up with the sound? I thought there was sound on this video. Well, anyway. So yeah, there was no sound. So anyway, I'm sitting there smoking with the guy. Look, he's crazy too. He's talking nonsense, like, and he's like, yeah, man, he's you know, smoking the flat earth. That's the flat earth farms. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. I fixed
No
it.
sound? Still no sound?
Docks and projects, man. I went there, I was cheating my birthday.
Is there sound now? What's going on, man, with this fucking thing?
Okay, my father always raised me. I got hogs, they come here, church,
I'm just sitting here smoking a joint. I walked by, this guy asked me if I had any weed.
Want to get high? Want to get high?
This strain right here is modified grape. It's purple punch and something else. Yeah.
You heard him. He was trying to tune it by ear, so he does know how to play guitar.
Let's see, what else?
Biscotti. What was the last one I had that was really good? Gorilla Glue, wedding cake. Cookies.
Yeah, wedding cake. Birthday cake, all them ones.
Cake.
Yeah. He doesn't.
I'm good.
He's like almost took a hit. I all do that too. Like when I quit for a while,
Fire
people pass out.
dabs. I used to get fire dabs, shatter, crumble was crumble. Sometimes my boy,
I don't like the crumble because it just seems so
I
dry.
would put it on papers and fucking mix it and roll it like trash balls.
Yeah.
Crumble's good.
Works good like
It's
that?
peanut butter on a joint.
I didn't know you could smoke and I vape it. I didn't know it doesn't vape well.
Oh yeah, it's kind of a waste. Some people think it's a waste. Put it on a joint. Dude, I smoked a blunt with a friend of mine less than an hour. Sitting there just smoking a fat blunt for an hour.
All right, I gotta take off. That's my wifey. Yeah, she's beautiful.
So
Thank you.
Michelle was like, "Come on." Michelle was like pissed. She was like, Michelle was like, "You're swapping spit with the homeless people." You know what I mean? She was pissed, but I'm so down. I don't give a shit. She calls it swap and spit.
I was just talking to some musicians. No, I wasn't.
Was that what he was playing? Johnny Be Good?
I just got them high. I just got the homeless guy high.
So
I
watch
smoked a
this.
joint with him. She's like,
Watch
"You
this
swapping spit
building.
with the homeless guy?" I'm like, no.
Coming up. Check this shit out. You guys probably already seen it, but check it out.
I guess I lied, right? I should have been like, I should be a truthful and be like, yes. But I don't want to get yelled at right now. I walked by and he was like, "You got any pot?" And I had this in my hand. It wasn't lit yet because I was gonna go live and do a mud flood. I'm still doing it. A mud flood. Watch, you'll see where I am.
Check this out. Check this out. Ready? Boom, baby. Look how
Boom, baby.
Look.
I'm back at the site.
Boom. You see how many levels under the ground that thing goes? Can you guys see that? Look at it. Look at how many levels under the ground that, dude, they're digging. And this is across the street from the odd.
I can see how it is related to like what's.
Yeah.
But this time I'm live.
So yeah, so this building right here, look, it's across the street from the Oddfellows building, and look how many levels it goes under the ground, dude.
There's like 2 levels there that I can see.
At least, yeah.
Right.
Well, watch, and that's all brick. They just cemented it over, so they don't build foundations out of brick. Like you can see the brick sticking through, like when you look closely. So, you know, and all the buildings here are crazy.
Now look, You can see the line right there. You think that's all a foundation? Why is it green down there?
Yeah, why is there green
Why is there
paint?
green and blue paint? Like it wasn't a foundation.
It used
like
to be
was
a
wall
building
that was painted.
Yeah, it used
Look
to be a
at down
building.
there. There's pieces of metal sticking out that are on the wall. Look, up there, there's
Yeah,
pieces
what's all
of
this
wood.
shit?
What is going on with this? What? Look at all the bricks.
Yeah, and
Look
there's
at all
bricks
the
everywhere.
Look at all the bricks. And it's right across from the Oddfellows
Yeah, right
building.
there.
Right across.
Right there, that building right there was the Oddfellows building, and that was a an orphan indoctrination school where they for the orphan trains, and they had funerals there. All right, so the Oddfellows were a group of Freemasons who started the orphan movement. Their motto was educate the orphan, and what they used to do is they used to educate the orphans, right? They used to kill off the sick, the people that are old and sick. They would like euthanasia them, like give them some sort of medicine to kill them off, right? And then they would bury people. So the place almost looks like a funeral parlor, like some of the designs they got. So it's like it sounds like repopulation and depopulation, like keeping like they kept track of they kept up the population. Like, all right, like when the whole world was when the whatever this event was that happened and they needed to repopulate, and these people were the ones that were in charge of it. These Freemasons were the ones who were supposedly in charge of bringing all the orphans over. The orphans
Yeah.
are the ones who started the mafia, right? And they used the Freemason tunnels underneath Boston to smuggle the liquor. And the Freemason tunnels aren't really Freemason tunnels. It's another city that is underneath us. So, like the old world. So the Freemasons showed the orphans about the tunnels and started the mob.
Across the street from the Oddfellows building. The one, the one that I've been showing for a long time? That's it right there. So we're right across the street from the yellow brick Oddfellows building. That building looks intense. Look, we got this fucking church right here. Look, we got this fucking big ass thing. And then look, we got a mud pile of bricks. Oh yeah, and this building next to it. Look at this one. This building next to it is sketchy as fuck.
Yeah, I'll go over to that building in a second. So yeah, one thing you look for, boy, when you're doing mud flood research is construction sites, right? Because when they're doing construction like this, they always uncover things that they have covered up, right? So like that's the best place to find mud flood research and good stuff is like when they dig. Look, you see how many levels it goes down? Like, look, there's the cars on the street on the right, and it goes, at least 2 or 3 levels right there, and it probably goes even further. And you can tell, look, that square right there was a window or a door. That square right there was a window or a door. This was probably a window or a door, right? It's crazy.
It doesn't look like the foundation. It looks like they smeared it, just to make a nice start, to make a clean start.
Yeah, like when they came over here, they call it the Great Fire. They probably found it. This building was probably founded. They found it, and it was probably like halfway demolished, broken down, but it was still good enough to repair it. And then they just bricked it the fuck up and made the foundation out of brick, and they just covered it up with geopolymer or something like that on the outside, and boom, there you go. Then they filled it in and dug it out, one or the other, whatever they had to do. But then this other building over here that's right next to it really makes me sketched out too, because it's like an old ass building. You can tell it's like it's one of those buildings, it's a mud flooder. So this whole area is flooded. I found a whole new area that's flooded, and it's older than Boston. This is Malden, Massachusetts. So it's a lot older than Boston. And because it's a city and not a town, it's a town and not
I got that dude stoned.
and not a city.
I get everybody.
Like the city of Boston has a lot of money, right? So they fix a lot of things, they remodel things, they facade things, but like these little towns, they have no money. So like they don't fix shit. All the buildings are still old. You can find more shit in the towns than you do in the city.
I told him it was from Flat Earth Farms. I told him every farm is flat. He knows the deal. I told him every farm is flat because the earth is flat. And then I was like, yeah, water always finds its own level. I couldn't really get into it too much.
So look at this one. It's like yellow bricks, right? It's really old, dude. This is an old house right next to this excavation site. Something's up.
Much because I was like,
And look at the mud flood
trying to
windows.
smoke.
The mud flood windows down there.
Uh-huh.
No, it's mud flood windows.
He was kind of ruining
So I know someone who pronounces it weird.
my high. So look at this building. What is going on here? Just a little quick mud flood. We're going live tonight. Band practice, 9:30. Anyone who has a band, anyone who wants to play anything
Nobody showed up for that band practice, by the way.
could join us.
Just announcing.
Okay? Private property, no trespassing. Okay. Well, I won't go beyond there. Are they talking about this? Look at this. It's getting dark out, but I'm still trying to get.
Yeah,
I
had a really good friend, someone who I thought was my friend, who used to say mud flood windows a lot, but I don't know. He blocked my numbers and he won't let me call him. He doesn't even want to talk to me, so it's kind of sad.
One's dying. I'm trying to get the best I can. From all angles. This building was crazy too. It's all masonry building. You can tell it's all stone.
I thought he was my true friend, Spider-Man, but he did kind of fuck me over, and everybody knows about it. But I'm not mad at him about it. I'm still willing to forgive and forget, Spider-Man.
What's up, Sue? Yeah, we're doing our thing today. Mudfoot Adventures Live. But this thing goes way under the ground. So that means like this whole area here this is hollow. You can hear it. This is hollow under here. Look what's under there. Look, this is the street. This is where the cars are driving, the buses. That's the Oddfellows building. And then look. It goes fucking levels under the ground, dude. Levels. They just facaded that up. That's a whole building right there. I bet you can get in. Look, you see the doorway right there? You see the little squares right there and right there? You can probably get in there somehow. It's probably bricked up. It's probably a doorway or a window that they bricked up and facaded over. And we can probably break that right open and get right in there and see what the fuck it is.
That's clear. That's nice and clear. All right, good. We got a good one. All right. So you see that shit? Look, all right. So when you see paint like this, right, that means that it was painted before. So this was a green and blue wall. All right. Whatever this was, it was a green and blue building, right? That's not like someone spray painted. That's paint. That this whole thing was painted at one point. So you can tell that was a building. It was probably flooded, and they built the new building on top of the old building. This one underneath is probably even an older building.
You mud flood guys would go crazy in Amsterdam. I mean,
well, there's a lot of stuff over there.
Well, you know the Amsterdam canals, right?
Yeah.
And so, like,
I don't know them, but yeah.
Well, so there's like this center in the middle of Amsterdam, and around this center, all the canals are like in a circle, more or less, or half a circle, and then there's a block of houses, and then the next street is also a canal. And all these houses that you see, they all have like 1 or 2 levels below the street, and they have a stairway.
Tell me what to look up. Tell me what how I could find it. Hold on one second.
Well, I think canal houses. I think you call it canal houses.
Canal houses in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that sounds. All right,
we call it grachtenpand. but I think canal houses.
I can never understand what you're saying when you talk like that, boy. What is it? That's Dutch, huh?
Grachtenhuis, yeah. Grachtenpand, yeah. Canal house, yeah.
Oh, all right. Why is it doing that to me? Hold on one sec. Hold on. I'll get there. When I ask for DuckDuckGo, it's giving me stream.
Imagine how beautiful the world would have been if y'all wouldn't have been speaking English, but just Dutch. Just Dutch. I mean, everybody would understand Dutch. All of Hollywood would be speaking Dutch. Half of the world would be speaking Dutch internationally.
It sounds like it's hard to pronounce.
Yeah. Well, you'll get used to it. I think Swahili with the and is way more difficult with the click song.
What the way that we talk is hard? You think for you?
No. But like if you know,
this is beautiful.
Or Swahili, that's way harder, dude.
Yeah. All right, check this out. I got some pictures of it. They look cool. Wow, they look beautiful. You live someplace really nice, boy, huh? Like, because I noticed, like, when on the morning in the stream, like, it looks nice outside your door, like your porch and shit. And then look at this.
Yeah.
Canal houses. That's beautiful.
Pretty picturesque, right?
Look at it. Wow. And you guys got weed and mushrooms and everything over there.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are living the life. Look at this. It's all colorful. Everything, like the colors of the houses, right? It's different.
Different styles, you know.
We don't, like, you could sell it's brick, right? But we don't have, like, that's like purple almost.
Purple brick, yeah.
I don't see purple brick around here. What do we got? You know, it's beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, the blue one, I love that blue brick. Yeah, and the way that they make
this is like one of the most beautiful rows of houses that you can photograph, right?
And look, they go down. You see how that?
That's what I mean. Look at where the actual first floor begins. It's always like half a floor up.
Yeah, that's how Boston is too.
Yeah.
So
the one that goes beneath the
I'll get another
terrain, we call that souterrain, right? Like below the terrain, subterranean, souterrain. You know, it's the same.
Is this a different picture? All right, let's see. What are these people doing? Just chilling.
Probably.
And I can see, like, the it almost looks like the same type of, like, symbols that they put on the buildings, but
let me tell you about the story about these buildings is different. Well, as you can see, these are all very small and high buildings, right?
Thin, and they put them together in a straight line like a train almost.
And you know, it's just like a very small parcel, but it goes deep into the back, right?
Yeah.
It's and so it's just you know, individual people buying a small piece next to the canal and start building there. You know, it's actually not top down planned. It's actually it grew. It actually grew there, so to say.
The canal grew there, or it was man made.
No. The houses grew there. Like, you know, they started building themselves. It's not like.
But do you think the canal, like this picture right here, boy? Do you think that the canal came in and flooded the houses in, and they go floors and floors into the water underneath?
I think the canals used to be more shallow, and I don't know what happened, and then they had to dig out the canal. So it might be mud flooded, right?
Yeah.
And so they had to dig out the canals deeper, and they left the rest, you know, just lie to the side of the road onto the house, and they started living just a floor or half a floor higher. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. So
they used to have shallow canals, like maybe not even a meter deep, not even 3 foot deep, you know, maybe 3 foot deep. So it would so you wouldn't be able to drown in it, but it would be easy to travel through with a boat.
Yeah, so people travel by boat, huh? So there's no cars
Yeah,
in this area.
yeah, there is. There is. Of course, they filled out these canals too, but most of them are still open. Yeah,
It's almost like Venice, Italy, or something.
yeah,
Or am I
very
wrong?
much so. Very much so. Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing, boy. I like this. Oh, look
Oh,
at this one.
you mud flooders, you would go like you could live forever in Amsterdam and never be bored.
I wish I could move there. How much does it cost? How much is it like in American dollars a month for an apartment?
It's first of all, it's undoable. You cannot even find it, and then you I think you're gonna have to pay like $2,000 for a closet, something like that. You know,
Really, it's expensive to live
uh,
there.
it's I mean it's been so long since I tried, but yeah, I mean by now it's almost undoable, dude.
Oh, you mean like in this spot, but in a different area where it's still nice. Like that's a porthole right there. That window right there was a porthole that was used before they had air conditioning, so they get air into the building and stuff like that. And then they
Could
just
very
filled it
well
up
be.
as a window.
Yeah.
Mm. But yeah, so like yeah, I know this is probably one of the most premier like spots to live,
No,
right?
but usually the kind of room that you might be able to rent in Amsterdam would be like if you have a look at one of those houses, one of those
Yeah.
facades,
I'm gonna
it
I'm
would be
gonna
just you would
I'm gonna
just
look
rent
up
one floor.
videos.
You know,
Yeah.
you would just rent one floor. They would call it a studio, and I think it will cost you about 3,000 a month,
Here
something
we
like
go.
that.
Look at that. I got some videos. Hold on, let's check this out. I can play videos now, boy.
Thayer's has a toner for every
Nice.
skin type. Oily.
I don't know. I don't know how you guys get around the commercials, but you do. All right, let's see.
The city's luxury real estate market is blooming. After a tough 6-year slump, prices in Amsterdam's most affluent areas are finally.
Wow, look at it. Look at that. Yeah, I heard everybody rides bikes, right? Everybody, and they used to have it so like there would be like a bike everywhere you go, and like you would just pick a bike up, and then when you would like come out, there'd
Yeah.
be a different bike there for you.
Yeah, there was a plan, a white bikes plan, but that never took off because everybody stole that bike, stole the white bikes, of course.
Yeah, they have a blue bike one, and I have one in my driveway right now.
On an upward trajectory. The city's most aspirational area is the Canal Belt, and specifically homes alongside the 3 widest and most gracious canals of the Dutch Golden Age, the Herengracht, Keizersgracht, and Prinsengracht.
There's a place in Boston. The Boston Harbor kind of looks like that, with the water's kind of green, right?
Yeah.
Each curved waterway is lined with beautiful 17th century townhouses built for wealthy merchants. To date, these houses have mostly been divided
Look
into
at the
apartments.
archways.
Currently on the market is a canal house on the
Oh, that's
Herengracht,
nice.
dating from about 1740.
1740. Look at that. 1740. That's really, really old, dude.
Oh,
Like,
but dude, if you would see those facade stones, I don't know the word in English, like
Yeah.
where it would say like this was built and this is named for. A lot of them say don't say 1756, but they say I-76.
Yeah. They do, right? They
Very
still
clear.
say I. It's very
Yes.
clear over there.
Yes,
Over here, you only find a few of them. So that means the year of our Lord 756. That's the 1,000 years that they added on. The one. It's so stupid. That's all they have to do is go change the facades on the buildings and add a one, and we don't know what year it is anymore.
Yeah.
The roughly 4,700 square foot property is listed for about 3.
Yeah, you could tell they couldn't.
But
they
it's not only from 1760. It's also buildings there from the 1600s and the 1500s. You don't see any-
really?
Yeah. I'm not making it up.
Wow.
Because this is I've seen buildings with stones in them that say like I-515.
They're probably way older than that because they probably couldn't even build buildings like that in the
$3 million.
in that time period. You think they could, like this one right here, for example, in the 1700s? You think they could build something like this in the 1700s? You think it's possible with like the technology that they tell us they had, like horse and buggies or whatever, animals?
and not with the
Not with the tech that they
story
tell
of
us.
the so-called evolution of technology.
There's no
That's all
way.
bullshit. That's all bullshit.
Yeah, and
So
I mean,
Outside the canal.
people can talk shit about the mud flood research if they want, but there is some truth to it. And the reason why I like it the most is because it teaches you how to look around your surroundings in your everyday life when you're outside, and you could
Yeah.
you could
the
see
mystery is you
clues.
don't have to travel very far to be
Yeah.
how do you say enchanted by the mystery, right?
And you can find clues about the past. Like you could like look around and be like, oh, so 200 years ago there was a barber shop right there or something. You know, it's crazy.
Belt, families looking for more space tend to cluster on the south side of Vondelpark, Amsterdam's version of Central Park. These streets are lined with fine red brick villas, mostly built in the early 20th century. An up-and-coming location is De Hallen, the former tram depot just north of...
I don't want to play the whole video because last night they killed me, but I'm going to see what other videos are there. Hold on. Go back. All right. There was another one. This one. Which one? I used
to like to hang around in Amsterdam, you know, when I was 12 years old, 13
Say
years
goodbye
old.
to complicated supplement routines.
Hold on.
But you know, the cities, it changed so much, dude. It changed so much.
What what is it? Not like it used to be like high class, and now it's coming down like to like a slum type of deal. Like
now it's more like it of course they always used to be a tourism, you know.
Yeah.
But in the old days, the normal people, the workers, so to say, would still live in the city, would still live in these houses, right?
Yeah.
And that's just not a thing anymore. They're all turned into bread and breakfast, and everything's tourism and everything.
That's
you know,
how it
as
is
you
in
can
Boston.
you can see by the dimensions that it's like a human size, right? But it wants to be a world city. It wants to be a metropole. It cannot be a metropole, okay? It's a town. It's a town.
Yeah.
It's not a city. And so, but it has these aspirations, which I can understand. But you know, I don't like it, dude. I don't like it when everything is so regulated. In the old days, Amsterdam used to have it. You know, the freedom, the wisdom, the weird things, but also the good things. You know, and now it's just not the same anymore, dude.
So what? So is like Amsterdam the capital of the Netherlands, or what? Is it like?
Yeah.
What are they? It is, right?
Yeah.
So like, how big is Netherlands? Is it way big? Oh, look
Tiny,
at that,
dude.
Oh wait,
I
hold
think
on.
it's
That
tiny, tiny.
What was that? What was that, boy? Hold on. That looks
Netherlands is like 250 miles across, from north to south, and from east to west, maybe 150. So that's how small we are, dude.
Oh, so it's tiny.
Tiny.
So, but is there better places to live than Amsterdam over there that are still close to Amsterdam where it's cheaper?
Dude, I lived only 25 miles from Amsterdam, so yeah.
So yeah, so you find a better place, like a cheaper spot. Like that's how it is in Boston. You can find places like around the city that are like not you know, you can still get to the city.
There's beautiful, luxurious places around Amsterdam, very close to Amsterdam. Like
what is this building right here, boy?
I think that's the Mint. It's like the Mint.
Look at that Antiquitech on the top. You know they put time capsules in the Antiquitech.
Yeah.
I bet you there's a time capsule in there.
Could be.
There's one in Boston that looks like that, with the grasshopper on the top, and it has a time capsule in its belly. But yeah, look at these buildings, dude. You got some beautiful fucking buildings over there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And the water has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah. Oh, this guy lives in my town. Lives in my town.
You know that guy? You've seen him before?
Dude. He's I mean,
he's famous now. He was on YouTube.
Yeah, well, everybody knows him. He gets hired, you know, even in Japan. He's world famous, dude. That's a world famous dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
He lives in my town. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So is it like everybody knows what's this, living on water, sustainable housing in Amsterdam? Let's check this out. So like it's like you know how like Boston, you know, everybody knows your name, like the song, like you know, like everybody knows everybody kind of deal. Is it like that in Amsterdam too? Like
It
it's
used
small.
it used to be like that, you know. It used to be, well, as I said, like how do you say, a metropole. But then
Yeah.
again, you know, everybody that lived in Amsterdam knew everybody that lived in Amsterdam. I mean, the nightlife was just the nightlife. Everybody knew, like,
Yeah,
you
the
know, like
nightlife.
the 15 or the 20 clubs, and everybody knew everybody, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just play these videos with no volume so we can see it and we won't talk. We'll just talk over it because that way I won't get screwed. I don't think I'll get screwed as much. So this is, look at that. So they're saying this is living on water in Amsterdam, sustainable housing. Look, some of these houses look completely flooded in, dude.
Yeah.
Aren't they afraid that like the water could rise and flood them in even more? Like
No,
certain.
these houses are floating. These houses are floating. So
Oh, they're floating. They put them on like a boat almost.
yeah.
So this is the Netherlands right here, huh?
Yeah.
I
So
never.
stop the video. Stop the video there. Stop.
All right, I'll
So
try. Oh.
where it just ran over the middle, where it said these letters, right? Lake
Hold on.
IJsselmeer. Yep.
I'll
Yep. That
go
part.
back a little. I'll go back a little. Hold on. Right there.
Yeah, right. And everything above it. So these three spots, so to say, the light green and the lighter spots. These are all land that well, not the light green spot. That's just shallow water.
Yeah.
But the other spots we gained that land from the sea. So it used to be sea or lake.
Yeah, they say they filled it in like a landfill or something, or like a sloshing type of deal, slouching, whatever they call that.
Yeah.
Slooshing, slouching. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what they said. Boston, they did the Boston too, boy. They're saying that it was like separated and it was islands, and there's this one part of Boston called Castle Island, and it was never an island, dude. They didn't.
Yeah, what you actually do is you just suck up the mud and the water from the bottom, and you just throw it into one place, and the water will run away, and the sand will stay, and just keep on doing that. You know.
Yeah.
It's a very simple process, but you know, it's a lot of work, of course.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll press play on it. I'll let it go a little bit further. I'll play the whole video, but I like watching this type of stuff.
And this is the original Sealand, you know, New Zealand, but it's named after this.
Oh, New Zealand.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they used to call it. Look, 18% water. 18% water. So is that why plants grow so good over there, huh? Because you get a lot of water.
Yeah, dude, it's a delta. Just that's what they're trying to show you in this clip. Like we live in such a a fertile area. Look at where the water is coming from all sides. You know.
Yeah, so all the plants need to do is grow down into the water, and they got plenty of water, huh? You don't even need to water them that much.
Well, yeah. Well, I do because I live on a flat.
Yeah, but the people that live where the water, like the ground level,
yeah,
and stuff.
they just dig a canal, and so the water can flow all around it. You know.
Yeah, that's so cool. And then it doesn't like overwater them. Like the sun is hot enough to keep them nice and dry and stuff.
No, we have all these sluices and mills, and you know, it's a very intrinsic system.
Yeah, because I noticed that some of my plants that are lower to the ground now, boy, it's getting like it's been raining the past few days, and they're getting kind of like wet, and I don't think that's good. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it is good.
I know. I cannot teach you how to grow cannabis over in a panel chat. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. I know. I wish you could come over here and just fucking chop down all the males for me, man.
I wish we just start to grow females, dude.
I know. I wish all the females would just grow. I need someone to come chop down my males. Nah, I'll figure it out. It'll. The balls will show eventually. The balls will show up eventually.
Yeah, look at this mud.
Oh yeah, look at this, dude.
Look at this mud flood.
North Sea flood, 1953. Were you alive? Were you alive during then?
Dude.
My dad
I was 27 years old at the time, young man.
my dad was born in 56 or something like that. So it was like 3 years before my dad.
No, but that's because of that flood. We started building this this waterwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we will never be flooded again from the southwest.
Yeah, that's cool. I never really thought of. I never really knew that you guys had so much water. That's crazy. So you guys are definitely flooded. You got the old buildings. In Amsterdam, you got the weed, you got the mushrooms. Amsterdam has it all. You got the red light district.
We don't have no mountains. We're just flat. Just flat.
Yeah. Oh, there's no mountains, huh? Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any mountains really near me either. But I have hills and valleys. But the rest is flat. It's fucking flat. Yeah.
Well,
No,
and yeah.
I have so much fun. I have so much fun jamming with Christian now, like every day. It's awesome. Me and Christian just rock all the time. Just rock all the time. So cool. So yeah, so this is cool. All right, so that was like an aerial view, and for some reason it still looks like a computer board, even though it's farmed.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a computer board. Computer boards are green. The grass is green.
That's weird. Yeah.
Things to do in Amsterdam, top 12. You wanted to watch that? Tour with the tour guide. All right, let's see what they say the top 12.
I think they're gonna mention that you're gonna have to visit the Anne Frank house.
You can't say one of the top. You can't say the 12 top things. One of them isn't weed, right? Or mushrooms. Let's see.
Oh, I don't think it is. They try to.
They try not to promote the drugs. Yeah, I understand. Let's see if it'll even play. I noticed these videos that are like broken up glitch on me. No, I'll play it with no sound.
After descending from the lookout point, head over to the main.
And what they're actually trying to do is to get people out of Amsterdam, because Amsterdam is way too small to harbor all these tourists. So they're probably gonna diverge the people to the outskirts of Amsterdam, because Amsterdam it's not that big, it might be just like 4 by 5 miles, and that's it, So
yeah. But I don't know. Boston's not very big either, so maybe it's about the same size.
Could be.
People think Boston's huge, but it's really not. Right? But there's a lot of buildings. Look at that one, dude. Wow. Yeah, this is some good footage today. Now it's daytime where I am, so we'll see how it goes. YouTube. They took my video down last night for some stupid video for like I had to take it out. It was some video I showed some diver, and I was joking around, just saying it like joking around.
That's just the station, the train station. It's like
it's a trolley, right? That's a trolley, not a train, right?
Yeah, a tram. Yeah, we call that a tram. Yeah.
Oh, we call it a trolley. We have that too. They get the power from up above.
Yeah.
Yeah. But ours are older. That one looks nice and new. And we don't have boats that look like that yet. We don't. What is that? A ferry? You guys call that a ferry?
No, those are just for the canal boats.
Oh, canal boats.
Canal boats. Yeah.
Oh, we don't have canals, so that's probably why. But they should call the Boston Harbor a canal because it looks just like that. Oh, but no. What's a canal? Like a street that's made out of water?
Well, the canal is what you see right now.
Yeah, it's a street
made out of
water.
It's a street made out of water.
Yeah, we don't have that here.
Well, a canal, officially a canal is dug by humans, and therefore it's not a river. Canals are usually straight.
They're flat. They're flat and level like the earth. Red light. Oh, there you go. The red light district. Let's see.
You can smoke weed in Amsterdam coffee shops.
Nice.
But this neighborhood also has the oldest and the most distinguished museum in the world.
You guys spell marijuana
dedicated to
with
marijuana.
This historical
You guys smell
neighborhood is
marijuana with
full
an
of beautiful
H?
historical buildings, and one of them is the oldest building in
It's a
Amsterdam,
J. It's
the
a J.
Oude Kerk, or the Old Church.
As
Oh, look
mentioned,
at
the new
that.
church was built when this Catholic church from the 1300s became too crowded.
What? A Catholic church from the 1300s, boy? 1300s? Dude, I don't think I've ever seen a building from the 1300s. In my
Well,
my
I told you,
research.
I told you, I've seen stones that say that even the other buildings were built in the 1500s.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
all were, dude. They all were. Look at this thing. Look at it. Wow.
Later, it was damaged in a series of clashes following the Reformation, and much.
Wow, look at that, dude.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
No, it is. Look at the dome right there with the Antiquitech. You can tell that is
And
tech.
all the hookers are stationed around this church.
What, the hookah lounge?
all the red light district is like more or less located around this area.
Is this still a church today where people go to worship, or is it just like a tourist thing?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. That
The
differs. Some are still churches. Other might be libraries. You know.
Yeah, the ones in Boston, it's fucked up. They're not really churches anymore. They look like this, you know.
Yeah.
But they charging people to get in to go in and look around. Like it's like a tourist thing where they're like you shouldn't be charged to go into a church. It's a place of worship. You know what I mean? It's not a tourist attraction.
Much of its interior was lost. As you can see, the church is surrounded by attached houses, and it no longer serves as a church. Instead, its spacious
I need to
interior
light this on the
serves as a
stove. 2 minutes.
contemporary art venue.
Next unusual attraction of Amsterdam are the tulips. To see world-famous scene of 7 million flowering tulips, you will need a day trip
I
in
found the lighter.
Keukenhof Park,
I
located
found
about
a full
60
lighter.
kilometers
Nice.
southwest from the city. As tulips flower in the spring, the park is only open from the end of March to mid-May. Back in the city, you should visit a unique flower market where you'll find all sorts of tulips and other types of flowers.
You'll also see some tulips if you visit Amsterdam's most famous and biggest city park. It's named after Dutch poet Van den Wondel and has a relaxed atmosphere. Around the park are several sculptures, including an interesting concrete sculpture made by Pablo Picasso. It's called The Fish by the Citizens, although the artist's intent was to represent a bird.
Well, that's what you get when you hire Picasso, right?
Yeah. What did he say? It's representing what?
It's called A Fish by the people that visit the park, but Picasso wanted to represent a bird. Yeah, well,
that windmill is technology, right? What does the windmill do? What does that do?
It's pumping the water up or out, out of the canal, because we live below sea level.
Yeah.
So we always need to be pumping that water,
Yeah, so it's a way of look, and they even have like this other one spinning up there on the roof. So
But
it's
then,
a primitive technology. Look at it.
Yeah. Well, it's not that primitive. It's like very intrinsic, but it's usually used to pump up water.
Yeah.
But it's also used to grind flour, right? To grind grains into flour.
Oh wow. So it has multiple purposes. You think it was used like for something different before, and now they're using it for this?
It was the first power. It was the first power. It's just wind power. So instead of grinding the mill with your arms, you can better have the.
How old do you think those things are?
Those windmills?
Yeah.
Well,
are they as old as the 1300s?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
So they were part of the grid to move the water that was being charged to create power.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And they're still using them, but now they're finding other uses for them too, like grain. Look at it. Wow. Yeah, this is cool. You got a lot of buildings really close together.
Yeah. Yeah. But then we've got that kind of shit going on too.
What the newer type of shit?
Oh, dude, that's why I hate going to the cities. That's why I hate going to.
So they're knocking down all the old buildings and putting up new ones. That's what they're doing here too. That sucks.
Well, yeah, they do.
Why would if you have buildings from the 1300s that are still good, why would you knock them down? Just leave them. They're historic. They're beautiful. You ain't gonna build nothing like that again. And the fountains are beautiful too, and they helped power the grid. You can tell there's a lot of electricity there. They're moving trolleys around.
Famous for its iconic nightclubs. Yeah, well, Yeah, well.
Yeah, this is like a thing trying to attract tourists, right? Basically. But it's
it's a very cool nightlife. At least it used to be,
I would love hanging out there at night. I bet you it lights up, right? All the lights come on and shit.
Oh yeah, it can be really really fun and cozy.
Hey, let me look for a video of amps of it at night. Let me see what we can find. Hold on one sec. Let me stop the screen for a minute. I'm gonna look it up. Let's try to find some nighttime footage. Might as well. We ain't got nothing else better to do. I have a few other things I wanted to show. It's not much though. All right. Did it used to be spelled with an E at the end ever? Amsterdam? Do you ever? Is there a spell? Is that how you guys spell it? I remember seeing it spelled with an E at the end before. Is that a different way? No.
Impossible.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. I found some nighttime video. Let's check out what Voynich is talking about the nightlife in Amsterdam. All right. Book your trip to Amsterdam today. Voynich. We're selling
Sleep over, sleep,
All right, here we go. Red light district, 4K. Should I show it? Voynich, should I show it? You think I'll get fucked?
Not?
All right. Why not? All right, red light district. Wait up. It showed like it was at night. Why is it during the daytime? I wanted to see that.
Maybe it's just starting.
All right.
Maybe
it's an hour long. So I'll mute it and we'll just leave it. We'll just let it play and we'll talk. So we'll have something to talk over and we'll have something on the screen that looks interesting. You know what I'm saying? And if you see anything that you want to yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say if you see anything you want me to stop on, let me know and I'll pause it. I think you might be able to pause it too. I don't know. I'm not sure.
No, I cannot pause it. But as you can see, these streets are so small, right? So you will never feel like this worldly city. It always feels like a town. Keeps on feeling like a town, even though it's a metropole.
Yeah, everybody's close together. So like at night, you probably come out and there's people sitting right across from you, and everybody's just hanging out, having fun and nice and peaceful and stuff. Or is there fights? Is there ever any fights?
Not so much. But it didn't used to have this man because all these people. It used to have the people that would walk here would live there, and now everybody that walks here doesn't live here. Nobody. Well, some of them, of course. But like 95% doesn't live here, They're just here to look and spend some money.
Yeah, that's how it is in Boston too. It's like
that's like completely different from how it used to be. So
it's a brick road though. The road is made out of brick.
Yeah.
Everything's brick. Everywhere you look, brick, brick, brick. It's beautiful.
She's a brick house.
Oh.
There's that one again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a crazy piece of antiquitech on the roof. So It looks like they're remodeling. They're facading. You see that on the side right there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're facading things up. They you know when they do that, they change everything. They can change everything.
Yeah.
But you know, it
Look
looks
at the colors. Look at the colors. White or what's it? Yellow and blue. Yellow and blue. Like, oh, what the fuck? Even here, even in Amsterdam, they have to show
yellow and blue everywhere. That's crazy.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's probably very current footage.
I can't believe it. The yellow and blue thing. It's everywhere. It's on every commercial, everything, on every sign. It's ridiculous. So I thought it was at night. I want to try to speed it up a little. Let me see if I because it's over an hour long.
Just do
It's
it
over.
like.
It looks like
yeah.
it's getting dark out because the car lights are coming on, but maybe not. Yeah, this isn't at night. So basically, he used a thumbnail that looks like it's at night. Let me go back.
Yeah.
That's what he did. He's
Clickbait.
like, yeah, clickbait. Look, or maybe I didn't click on the right one. No, that was it. All right. Yeah. What about a night walk in the red? Here we go. Evening around the red light district. Maybe. Let's see. We found one.
Show me some titties.
It's evening though. It's evening. This is like rush hour. You can tell this is rush hour.
No, this is not rush hour.
No, it's not.
No, not at all. Rush hour is just back jammed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I know that building. I drank some beers. It's called the House of God, I think, or we called it the House of God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at the color. It's all pink inside. That's beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
We don't have it like that here. We don't have like rooms lit up all pink. I would love to go in there and drink a few beers and like eat some mushrooms and like smoke a joint and just sit there. I would love it.
And we did a meetup of some flat earthers just for a guy who missed the original convention. So we did a tiny meetup with the 4 of us or 5 of us, and so some guys had to go, and couldn't stay very long. But this one guy, Garrett, I think his name was, he said, "Oh, will you take me to the red light district?" I said, "Really, dude? I mean, don't you have that in your own?" He said, "Dude, I just want to go there." So I took him there, and I lost him. I lost him. I said, "Dude, come on, don't." He said, "Yeah, dude, I need to buy something for his nose." And I said, "No, dude, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna get a shitty deal, okay? So just don't do it." But he just needed to do it. He just felt like, he just felt buzzled, like, yeah.
Yeah. Where was he visiting from out of town? Or no?
Sorry?
I'm saying like he was visiting, right? He probably wanted to like enjoy.
Yeah,
his
he was visiting from England, so he never.
experienced well, like in the other parts of the world, when we hear about the red light district, it's like we want to go there. We want to experience it. You know what I mean? And like, you might we might get a chance to go to Amsterdam maybe once in our lifetime. He was like
a kid he was like a kid in a candy store. He was like, "What? They're really naked this close, like just in the window, just like that?" I said, "Yeah, dude."
I had a chance to go to Amsterdam with my friends when we were back in like going like between high school and college, like type of age, and they were all going over there. And I had the money to go too, but I just wanted to stay home and make money. I didn't want to go and spend money. I wanted to just stay home and make money. Well, everyone else went over there, and I did. I stayed home. Everyone else took off, and I stayed home. Everyone else was gone, and I stayed home and made a shit ton of money. But they had a great time though. They loved it. I wish I went. Now, looking back on it, I should have went.
Well, most of my friends that I went to school with, they started studying in Amsterdam, and of course also in other cities. But and they said, "Why don't you move to Amsterdam, Voy?" And I'm like, "Nah, it's just not my thing. I mean, I like spending a day there or a night, and that's it. I wouldn't want to live there though."
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live there either. I would. It looks like a place like it would be cool to hang out for like a weekend
Yeah.
or like a week, but like I'd want to. Well, I don't know. Boston's just like this too, so I wouldn't mind living there if I had the money.
Yeah.
I'm used to this type of shit. I'm used to being around this many people. I'd have to learn how to speak the language though. That would be tough. I can't understand it. Look at it. They got good food too, huh? Like all kinds of baked goods and all kinds of like what Danishes and stuff like that. Is that what you guys sell? Danish?
Oh, I don't know what they sell there, but
Yeah. Yeah, man. I would get baked and I would like be eating all kinds of Danishes and shit. Yeah, we got the same thing with the pizza places and shit. You got Pizza King. That's crazy. That's like Burger King. We have Burger
yeah, I
King.
saw that. I thought it was a Burger King, but it was a Pizza King. I never heard about that.
Yeah, they probably stole the name from Burger King and just made it Pizza King.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a good idea. Look at it. It's all starting to light up.
Yeah.
I love lights, dude. I love when the city lights up. It's getting dark now, guys. We're going into the red light district, and it's getting dark. The street lights are about to come on. Red light district with voynich. Voynich is your tour guide through the red light district.
Open up those windows, girls. Come on. Show us some skin.
I just seen one. I seen one.
Did you?
They're not gonna show it, are they? They're gonna. Why would you film the red light district and not actually film the red light district?
We need to see at least half a titty,
Yeah, something. A butt cheek. But yeah, I like the lights though. This is cool. It just shows you how the buildings lit up, and they probably lit up by themselves at one point. They were self-illuminating.
Could be.
That's what some people think, Voy, that they use the lights now to mimic the way the buildings used to light up in the past on their own. Because we still can't reproduce the technology yet that they had. But eventually, I think we will. I think we're going to get there. I think, like that song I played that says, "I'm from your ancient future." I think we're going to, I think they're going to bring all this tech back, and it's going to get back to like the Tower of Babel type shit, and shit's going to melt down again. And I think that's why they're protecting us from it. Like, they don't want us to know, because it might not happen during our time. So they figure, don't even let this generation worry about it. You know what I mean? Cover it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think's going on. But I think when the time is going to come, when it's going to happen, I think the Freemasons and everybody will get everybody ready to deal with it. I think they're ready for it.
Did you see that street sign?
No, what did it say?
Oh, you see, I have same street signs here. I mean, it's the same kind of street sign.
Yeah.
It's also
Red
from
Light
Amsterdam.
Secrets.
I stole it from the wall.
Oh, it just said Red Light Secrets Museum of Prostitution.
Yep,
that's what it said. There you go. But that's just a mannequin.
Yeah.
Where's the real women?
Well, not in a museum.
Oh. All right, I get it. So that's like a museum of like mannequins wearing lingerie. Is that what that is?
No, it's a museum of horse. So they probably show you the horse used to wear this in the 1800s and this
like
in the
like the history of whores.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. People probably love it too when they're tripping. They're like, "Oh, let's go look at the history of whores." You know what I mean? And they go in there and they laughing their ass off. I can picture it, boy. I can picture it. Like, look, this dude's high. Look, that dude's like fucking high as shit.
He just got off.
Yeah, he's like, woo!
Woo! It was fantastic.
Yeah. He got it. Yeah,
Had
exactly.
knockers like up.
You know, and it seems like you guys get like the a lot of the hallucinogens.
Stop the video. Stop.
Hold on. Oh,
that's where
wait.
people piss. That's where people piss. There's just this. It's just this thing that's in the middle of the road, and it gives you an opportunity to piss there. Yeah.
What? And people like see your whole like thing, and people don't give a shit.
No,
you stand up against it, kind of. What about? But it's only for men, though, right? Women don't use that thing.
No, women don't use that.
No. Well, that's cool. That's good for us. Look at the lights, though. I'm gonna look for another video, a better one. But
we call it a piss curl.
Look, the sex palace. The sex palace. Whoa.
Yeah.
What's it say? Oh, I'm trying to get at the window. It said live something.
Live girls, live sex.
The red light district, and look at how old the buildings are. Only on Boston Ray Mudflood Adventures will you see someone cover the red light district from the community. And not only am I covering the red light district, I have somebody from the Netherlands covering it with me to tell you all about it. Isn't that beautiful? On a Tuesday morning, late night live on a Tuesday morning. How are you enjoying it? We'll have to give the chat a shout out in a minute. We'll have to see who's here. I bet you we got a ton of people here by now.
What's that? The swans. Nice.
Oh yeah, I love swans. I'll put the sound on, see what they're saying. I want to hear some of the sounds. I like to talk. I don't want It's weird. It's like I can't when I have this shit on, I can't hear what the other person's saying when I have the sound on. I think I need better headphones. Yeah, we got the swan.
Swans usually are not that tame.
Oh, cool. What's that? Look at it. It's an elephant. What is he doing?
It's Casa Rosso. It's one of the most famous strip clubs.
Oh, it is? What's it called?
Casa Rosso.
What does that stand for? What does that mean?
Red House. Casa
Red House?
Rosso. Yeah.
So the Red House.
Yeah.
Oh, Casa Rosso. So it's almost like Spanish, Casa Rojo.
Italian. Yeah.
So Dutch is from Latin. Dutch is derived from Latin.
No. That just gave it a foreign name.
Oh, okay. Sex shop. Sex shop DVD cabin. So that's like for like tapes and stuff like that, like DVDs.
Yeah, if you want to buy a video and you want to see if it's any good.
Condoms. We have stores like that around here, so I think it's starting it off. We have strip clubs too, but not this many. It's not that prominent. It's only in certain areas.
Yeah.
So this person that's filming this video was very, very benign about it. I could tell. They didn't film in any windows. Is it illegal to film in windows there, or is it like here, like with the Fourth Amendment, like anything in public view is in public view?
Public view is public view, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know why this person didn't film the windows. They must wanted to keep it G-rated for YouTube.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right. Let's see if there's anything else here. Oh, 4K. Amsterdam, Night Walk, Netherlands, Halloween. Oh, here we go. Boom, baby.
Shop the latest Breitling collection.
This is gonna be some good
anytime,
footage.
anywhere.
They'll probably kill me because it's 4K, but we'll see how it goes. And you gotta deal with the ads. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about the ads. Amateur hour. Oh, Amsterdam, the Netherlands, late October. It's Halloween. Yeah, here we go. This is lit up. Look at that. Look at the buildings, how they all light up. It's so cool. I love it. So 4K is pretty good, right? 4K footage, is that the best? Is that the best quality we can get? You think?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Looks
Hold
good.
on. Here, let me do this. This might even make it better. If I take us and I put us on the bottom, and then I go back, it makes it full screen. Did it work? Yeah. Let's see. Let's hear what it's saying. Oh, hold on. I gotta make it go full screen again. Sorry, guys.
That's better.
Yeah, I like that better.
Hey, if you wanted to go full screen, you know, you don't have to do it with the cursor necessarily. You can also just hit the letter F, and it goes full screen.
Really?
Yeah, try it. If you hit it now, it will go back, and then you can hit the letter F again. And
wow.
Huh? Yeah, you like that, huh?
You taught me something, boy. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something else. So you have it on pause now, right? It's paused.
Yeah.
So if you want to move one frame ahead, you use the key that says a dot. The key that has a dot, it moves just
the
one
period.
frame. Huh?
Oh wow.
Yeah, period. Yeah, the period. And the other one, the comma, moves it one frame back. How do you like that? You like that, huh? I know you like that.
How did you figure that out?
Oh, you know, I've been doing this for quite a while. So.
Wow. So all right. So I got to remember the F, right? All right. What is it?
You know, you don't have to scroll to the edge of the screen to search.
Right. Hey,
it's way easier like that, right?
If I forget about this, Voy, will you remind me? I might forget, but I'm gonna.
Of course.
I just keep me.
But I mean, you're gonna use it because it's way easier to use like this.
Yes, it is.
And then you just hit the space bar to have it go again. You know.
Oh, you could pause and with the space bar.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Voy, you just taught me so much.
I just taught you four new things. This is enough
so
for
helpful.
today.
Yeah. That's enough for today. Yeah. That's yeah. You know that's already too much for me to learn.
No. That's not too much. It's gonna come in handy, doesn't it?
Yeah. No. Look. Ready? Pause. All right. Oh, Oh no, that's not a good one. I hit the wrong one. I hit. If you hit the comma, that's what it does. I mean the slash. All right. Forward. Look. I can make him look like he's walking in slow mo. Look. I can make him go backwards. Ooh. Look, he's walking backwards. Now he's going forward. Ooh. Hey, I'm walking down the street, man.
But some
it looks
people
like
don't
he's
even know
tripping.
that you can play it frame by frame because sometimes you really need that, you know, for a Mandela effect or to look at something.
Yeah, I really do need it.
Frame by frame.
I really do need it. I really do need it. And you know what? Like doing this probably changes the video. So like, you know, now like look, now I'm moving forward. Oh, now I'm moving back. Well, it's not. It's a different video now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Juan Torres in the house.
Juan Torres, Grand Rising.
En la casa. Juan.
Welcome to Late Night Live in the morning with Ray and Voynich. We've been running the show all day. We've been having a pretty good show. It's been going. We were on Brian Staveley's show. Well, I was a little while ago. It was awesome. And I just went live and just kept it going, kept it moving. Nice, Juan. But it sucks that you have to work, though. Working sucks.
No, working is cool, dude. I mean,
you work too, Voy?
No, I used to. Of course, I used to work.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't have a job now, but
yeah, that sucks. I don't have a job either. But I don't know, man. I don't really want to fucking sit in a place for 12 hours a day. I can't take it. I'd flip out on people.
No, well, I'm lucky. I had some really nice jobs, so I don't really connect working with having a hard time or being bored at all.
Yeah. You hear the bells? The bells?
Yep. Yeah.
Where's that coming
The
from?
bells.
Is that real church bells?
Yeah.
Those are tech. Those were technology. Hold on, let me see.
The Carillion.
Can I see if I can hear it better? Those used to help with the waters, moving the waters around and vibrating them with frequencies. Do the bells go off all the time for you, or is it like
Every hour.
every hour? Yeah, that's how it is here too. But yours go off for a while. I think
Yeah,
ours,
they don't just chime the time, but they play a song. Yeah.
move it up a frame.
You like it, huh?
Back. Look, he's walking backwards. He's walking backwards. Look. Move him up a frame. Move him up a frame.
You're not gonna forget this one. You've been
I'm
playing
not
so
gonna.
much with
I
it,
don't.
you're
I
not
think
gonna
I.
forget this
I
one.
think I learned this one, boy. I don't think I'm gonna forget it. But the F. I'm gonna forget the F. I know I am.
But fuck you. Fuck you. F you.
Yeah. I'll try to
No,
remember
it's
it.
easy. It's full screen. It's full screen. It's F.
Yeah. I'll try to remember it. Look at this building. This one's purple. Love it. Love it. Look at this guy. He looks all junked up. Something's going on. He's reaching in his pocket.
This used to be like the worst neighborhood. It's like the best neighborhood to get drugs, and everybody.
Yeah,
would be,
yeah. Like an open.
Everybody would be here, and so it took them like decades to sweep it clean. But
And it's still not. It's still got a few
still
people
not.
hanging out. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it is here. We have one like that here. They just cleaned it up, but I was there today and yesterday, and it was like there was still like a couple stragglers around. You could tell,
Yeah.
But yeah, there was like an open air market. When they got that shit going on, they just let it go. It's like it seems like they do that in every city where they have like a certain part of the area of the city where they just let all the homeless and drugs go rampant, and the cops just stand by and don't do nothing, and they just let them all get fucked up. And then when people end up falling on the ground, they fucking call the ambulances, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's like they want them to just kill themselves off because they don't want to have to deal with them.
And now they are walking up to the dam, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
The big square.
So what? That's why it's called Amsterdam, because there's a dam.
No, yeah. A dam is something like a dike. A dam is like a big square, a big high square.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the dam. Yeah, I was right.
And they got an obelisk right there. That's what that is, right? An obelisk.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Is that new or is that pretty old?
That's I think in remembrance of the people that fell during the Second World War, if I'm not mistaken.
So it's probably from like the 1950s or 60s or something.
Yep. Yeah, 50s. Yeah.
Oh, look at that big building. What's that? The one that's
You've seen that building before, and you were impressed by it too.
Oh, all right. I just didn't see it at night. I just didn't see it it was the daytime. And they got the lions.
It's the palace. It's called the palace at the
What
dam.
is that? Is that a lion or what is that?
Yep.
Yeah, so what do they tell you over there that the lion stands for you guys?
Well, it's in our how do you say it? In our shield, in our.
It's everywhere too. It's in our shield too.
We have 2 lions in our shield.
I seen one with 3 lions in it in the Malden police shield the other day. It had 3 lions. So what's up with that? What do you think? I mean, people say that it's Tartarian. That's what I heard. The lion represents Tartaria, but I don't know.
I think it just represents power.
Yeah. Like put a lion because he's the king of the jungle.
Yeah, it's like an animalistic how do you say, on top of the food chain.
This is
no
all
enemies. He
these are
doesn't
all
have enemies.
cobblestone streets, right?
Yeah.
Cobblestone. You got that over there too. This is
Yeah.
a lot like Boston, man. But you just have more water. Well, we have a lot of water here too, but we don't have canal streets. But this looks a lot like Boston. This part of Amsterdam looks like. But there's places like this in Boston everywhere.
Yeah.
With the cobblestone and the circle and everything else.
Well, there is a place in the Netherlands. It's called Boston.
Oh, really?
Basten. But when you speak Boston, it actually says Boston. So it might be that Boston is named after Boston. Could be.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me see. Is he getting anywhere else? I don't know. It's over 40 minutes long, so see if we fast forward a little bit. All right.
Dude, I used to have a great time in Amsterdam. During House. When House became really popular.
Yeah. I'm going to a cookout on the 27th, right? And they're gonna be spinning some house and some techno and everything. It's gonna be really cool, man. I can't wait. It's a bunch of ravers having a cookout, like old school ravers. I'm going.
So what's a cookout? I never heard of that expression.
Oh no, a cookout is when you just sit outside and cook on the grill.
Okay.
You have people over like in your backyard, and you have like a grill, and you grill like cheeseburgers and hot dogs and like chicken and steaks and all kinds of shit.
We would call that a barbecue. Yeah.
Barbecue. Yeah, it's a cookout. But it's more like a barbecue is like when you have it at your house, but like a cookout is when you have it like in a big park where like a ton of people can come, and you have like he's gonna have like a DJ set up, like 3 different DJs, and it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Yeah. And so I can't wait for that. I might even go. I don't know. Who knows? I might get some footage of it, of the DJs, the DJ sets and stuff like that. I'll probably might go. Yeah. So let me just see. There was like a few more things I wanted to show real quick, and then I might end it kind of soon. What was this one? Did I show this one yet? There was a few things I filmed today. All right. What's this? All right, yeah. So, so this is some mud flood research I did today in Boston. All right, so check this out. This is boots on the ground. This is Boston Ray Mud Flood Adventures, boots on the ground. We're getting serious here now. All right.
Getting serious.
Finally. It's getting serious here. All right. So here we go. So there's this church in Boston on Milk Street.
You're not sharing this. You're not.
I'm getting there.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting to it. Is there a button I can press that makes me share screen instantly?
Yeah, there is.
What is it? Because that's pissing me off having to press all this mouse bullshit.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
Oh.
No.
All right, where was that? Right here? I think it's right here. All right, here we go. All right, so this is my footage from today. So this church right here, it's on Milk Street. I forget the name of it, but it's an old ass church, old brick church. And I noticed up here it was lit up. Like they had there's like rooms up there in the top, and there's like lights. Watch. And look, oh yeah, I zoom in. All right, look. You see? There's lights in there. They lit it. It's lit up. Yeah. I don't know why I'm so impressed by lights, boy. But yeah. So that's a conical roof right there. And
how many sides is it to it? Like 6 or 7 or 8?
What do you mean, the roof? I'm not sure.
I'm always interested. Like, is it 5-sided, 6-sided, 7-sided? I always want to know.
I know. I didn't even check. I should start checking that out.
Because I think it was 7-sided, and I like 7s. So
yeah. Let's see. 1, 2. There's another 3, 4. Yeah.
So we can see 4 sides to this. So it might be 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Yeah, 7 probably. But yeah, so like not only is it impressive like on the top, but it goes into the ground, and then there's like bricks sticking out of like these rocks. Look, I'll show you. I fit like and it's like what I go in and I asked them. I'm like, how many levels does this building go into the ground? Watch this.
Whoa.
I was causing mischief today. Look, you see all the
Whoa, look at that.
you look how low it goes.
Look at those stones. Look at
Yeah,
man,
there's
the
bricks in there.
foundation looks so much nicer than what they.
But watch, there's bricks. Watch, I'll show you. I'm gonna pause
Yeah.
it. There's bricks sticking out. Look, you see that's a
Yeah.
brick right there. There's bricks mixed in there, so I don't know what's going on with that. Is it melted? Is it a melted bricks down there that popped out? Or
No,
like,
no. I think that's a crazy theory.
yeah, you think the popcorn brick thing is crazy? Don't you?
No. Whenever I hear somebody say, "Oh, these have popped," things that are popped, they don't look polished. Okay.
Yeah,
And
and you know what else, right? I went on not anything. I love Spot and Reddit on them, but I went on their channel the other day, and I asked them to show me like some sort of if there's any, well, not to show me, but I just asked if there was any proof. I'll show it myself. I was looking if there's any like videos of a brick ballooning out into a stone, like what they're saying, like this, right?
yeah,
You know, and I looked for myself. I searched high and low. I can't find it, right? The closest thing I can think of to that happening is when they blow glass, right, Voy? Like glass blowing, like because glass is made from the ground, from silicone, right? And so isn't the rocks, right? Glass is like a rock. So when they blow a glass pipe and they have to blow into it, and I'll show it glass making in a minute, and it pops out and it bubbles out like that. I mean, that's kind of a good example of it, but I would like to see a brick do it. You know what I mean?
yeah. But I mean, some people say that these cobblestones that they popped, but if they things that pop, they don't look polished. Things that pop look broken. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know, but
But this, I think that when you build with not in a pattern,
yeah,
so a pattern is structural. No, you know what I'm saying. When it comes to structure, a pattern is less sturdy than something that is uneven. A pattern is more. So let's say the red brick pattern, right? How they lay the bricks, that's more vulnerable than if you use different size bricks. If you use different size bricks, it's going to be more constructive. It's going to be
sorry guys, I lost
yeah.
it. I lost it.
Construction is going to be stronger when you use different size bricks. And when you use bricks that are all the same size, it's not gonna be as strong as the other option.
Yeah, I found it. All right, I'm back. I'm back to where I was. Hold on. All right. Oh, damn. I don't know how to bounce back and forth with this one. Once I make it go full, all right, make it go less than full screen again. Exit full screen. No, it ain't gonna do it. Okay, here we go. No. Sorry, guys. Just getting a little confused. All right, here. Share screen. Get it back up again. All right. So yeah, so this is I'll just let this video play. It's not very long. So I was looking at that, all the bricks sticking out that look like they're like mixed in with the stones. And I was thinking, did these things balloon out or not?
There's bricks in there. There's bricks mixed in. Look. See that? You can see the bricks sticking out. It's raining out today. Cloudy. Mud-footing in the rain. This is Benjamin Franklin's house right there.
Oh yeah, this is Benjamin
That's Ben
Franklin's house in
Franklin's house.
Boston, where he lived in
It's
Boston.
the house of birthplace of Ben Franklin. Look. Literally born.
Birthplace of Franklin. You see that? You see that? That's where he was born. But in his house over at 39 West Craven is where they found all the bodies.
We all know he was a murderer and he had bodies under
Like
his
the facade work on that building, dude. I like it.
The old museum shop. Watch this. How many levels under the ground does this building go? Like, how many levels under the ground do you think this building goes? A lot, right?
So
Yeah. Check out my channel, Boston Ray Mudflood Adventures. Check it out on YouTube. God bless. You'll like it. I do all this historic research.
Hey Joey, tell them what you saw today. The ghost signs. Tell them. Say you saw ghost signs, right? Today he told me, Dudda, look, ghost sign. And he pointed at it. He did it a few times. He knows what ghost signs are now.
What's in the book?
In the bricks, right? The bricks. I'm teaching him. He knows. This is where we were today, Joey. You see?
Oh, that's two.
No. That's where we was today. That's the newsstand. Look, they have a chessboard floor in there.
Look at that. Look at the floor. Black and white checkerboard.
You see it? You see, Joey?
Look at that.
You see it? Look how that's all bricked right there, and it's like different stone right there. It looks like it was a doorway that they stoned in. So there's a gift shop down there. I wasn't gonna go in, but I said fuck it. I went in anyway.
So,
Okay.
are my cookies oil?
I don't know if he may have left too. I don't know. But.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm thinking.
Beautiful building. Beautiful building.
Okay.
How you doing?
All right, well, let me see if I have anything else to show real quick. I think I had like one more thing to show. Because things are getting, my family's waking up now. So.
I know, I've heard.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk quiet now.
It's all right.
So,
Yeah, what's up, Joey?
Can get my toy at store.
I'll bring you to get your toy at the store today, I promise. He still wants his toy. He's disappointed.
Of course. Of course.
It sucks. I feel bad about it, but like, dude, like I don't know.
I know you'll manage today.
I know. It's the best I can do. All right, so that's the same one. That's the same video we just watched. We don't need to watch that one. I just have a few more. What's this one? Oh yeah, the Green Line train.
Hours already. Hey, dude, I'm gonna chime out because
all right.
I need to, my day going. And
Chime on. I'm just gonna play a couple more things and I'm gonna end it. But then, hey, Voynich, thanks for helping me with the stream, man. Because I didn't have no one to even stream with.
No, that's okay, dude.
I needed you. I needed you tonight.
My pleasure. It was my pleasure.
I needed you tonight, man. Thank you, and
And
thanks
you
for
even
teaching.
learned something new today, right?
I know. I learned. I always learn. I always learn stuff from you, dude. Ever since we were on the Mellow Dome together and everything else, in Mellow Realm and all that shit. You know,
Awesome.
you've been teaching me stuff ever since, dude. The first time I was on a show with you, Voy, I was like, you were like one of the first people that I was like, because I always used to watch you, so I was like a fan, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was on a show with voynich. You were like one of the first ones. I was like, wow. I was like so happy about it, man. I swear to God, I was like, I look up to you, man. Thank you, and you teach me. You do.
Hey.
You teach me a lot.
Okay, dude. Hey, yeah. Thank you again, and hello to Joey. Hi,
Yep.
Joey.
Voynich said hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, good to
All
hear
right.
from you. Hey, and I'll see you on the next one, Ray.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play like 2 more things, and I'm gonna end it. So hopefully I
Ciao.
can get to them. Yeah. See you. Thank you. All right. So you're on the screen. Yeah. You are. Yeah. Your mom is not gonna be happy about it, but that's what she gets for sending you out here while I'm streaming. All right. So here we go. Was it this? No, I think it was this one. Yeah, here we go. Was that
Look
it?
at this pavement.
Look,
I'm at the train station.
Can you guys see it? Am I sharing?
They got pavement glass. It's broken.
Pavement glass. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm sharing.
Got cut your foot.
Yeah, I'm sharing.
Inside
It cut my foot.
shoe.
What? The glass is gonna cut my foot? I don't think so. It's pavement glass. Look at all the pavement glass I found today. Look at that. I found pavement glass. You see it all? That's technology. That's lights to bring light down to the floor beneath. It's glass. You see, it's glass. It was at the train station. Yeah, that's pavement glass, Joey. You see that? Pavement glass.
Oh, that's glass.
Yep, that's glass in the windows. All right, so that was my pavement glass video that I found. I got to get through these fast, so sorry guys if I seem like I'm rushing. I really my time is cutting short. And then I had I think this is the one from the this was the one from the thumbnail. You see this? Oh my God. What is all that? No. This is Boston, right? This is where I was. And look, they're in there with horse and buggies digging the fucking place out. They're not filling it in. They're digging out. Right? Like, it doesn't look like they're filling it in. What are they filling it in with? You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, yeah, I can zoom in. What is this thing doing? Get out of there. All right. Look at it. So they got the horse and buggies in the hole. And look, they got people up here. This is the church. Look, this is the church where I just was down that street. And look, they got the people watching them. You know what I'm saying? All these people standing up here watching them. You can see how low it goes. You know? It's crazy. Look at it. Look how flooded it is. Horse and buggies. That's how they did it. They did it with horse and buggies. And look at this guy standing on the top over there. This one. This jabroni. What's he doing? This one right here. This jabroni over here. All right. So anyway, I'm getting out of here. Let me see what else do I got. Get off my screen. People, no. Get out of here. All right. Well, it's killing me now. All right. Get off my screen. There you go. Jesus. If anyone you see the email that just came up, that's another one of our emails. You know, you guys could email me at that email, right? Whatever that was that just came up, crazyshelly22@gmail. You can email me there. You can email me at crazyshelly1022@gmail. You can also email me at betsraymond@yahoo. So I have like 3 emails. Like we just share them because we have all these accounts that we need to open. We need different emails. That's all it is. All right. So let me give the chat a shout out real quick. How's everybody doing? We had 17 people here. Yeah, we had a steady thing. Jess Palmer, Logan Roth, Juan Torres, Forever Love, Sherry Ives. How you doing? Andrea 73, Jenny. Jenny's been here the whole time still, huh? You still awake, Jenny, huh? All right. Juan Torres. Jess Palmer. Juan Torres, baby. Driving to work. I hope he gets to work safely. DN. I always love to see DN. DN is like one of my biggest fans, biggest people, biggest supporters. He's always there. He's got my back. I got DN's back too. Dean HD. Forever Love. Let's see anyone else. If I missed you, I did it on purpose. No, I didn't. Spider-Man. All right, well, there you go. We had a pretty good night. Anybody else? Hey, if you want me to say your name, speak now or forever hold your pee. All right. So we've been going for 3 hours. I would go for longer, but I can't. My family's waking up. I have things to do today. But stay tuned to Boston Ray Mudfoot Adventures because I will be maybe I will be going live from randomness spots today. You never know. Like I did yesterday. You never know. All right. So thank you for show. Oh yeah. Let me show you guys something else real quick before we go. This is important to me because I do need the support, man. I do need the support. I got little kids. I got a family. I need help. All right. I need help. I need mental help. I need financial help. I need all kinds of help. I need all the help I can get. But not only am I asking for help, I'm also selling t-shirts and stuff. So it's not like you're not going to you can donate to me if you want, but you can get something for your money. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm just taking your money. Like, look, I got some cool shit. And Singe Man does all the designs and we're designing more. And I just need to get the word out because not enough people seem to be realizing what we're doing here. Singe Man is an artist, okay? We're not just making clothes just to make clothes and make money. We're actually trying to make cool shit. Like Singe Man does art, and I use it as an outlet for his art to keep him busy. But I got PayPal, I got Venmo. Buy Me a Coffee is a monthly thing you could set up, or just one payment and buy me a coffee. Cash App, I use all that. You can donate to me through all these different ways in the About Me section. But Boston Ray merchandise, you click on that one, it'll bring you to my Teespring shop. Okay, all the designs are done by Singe Man except for the original Boston Ray Mudfoot Adventures design. So we got the Boston Ray Mudfoot Adventures t-shirts. This is the Retro Sun design. Right? It's just like a retro design. And they all say Mud Mob on the back. We got sweatshirts, hoodies for the fall. We got bar glasses. I got a zip up. Hold on, Joey. Hold. Yeah, I'll put it on 1 second. Just give me a minute, Joey. So then we got Boston Ray Mudfoot original woman's tees. One minute. I'm almost done. Then we got. All right, so this one's one of our big sellers right here. This was my idea, but Singe Man designed it. Dr. Fauci get your COVID Commander t-shirt while supplies last, okay? We have women's, men's, kids. Look, Dr. Fauci is COVID Commander. You be the commander. Look, it's got the we do not consent in the back. You know what I'm saying? You get it in any color you want. Look. Let me show you. They have women's, men's, whatever you want. Look, you can get them in any color you want. That one looks cool. You see? And then we got some cool shit, man. I'm telling you. Let me show you something else. The newest designs, right? So we got the COVID. Send your kid to school with a COVID Commander backpack. All right, we're going back to school soon, right? Let your kid be the commander. You know what I'm saying? Let your kid be the one in charge. You know what I'm saying? All right. The COVID command. Am I sharing? Let me make sure I'm sharing. Yeah, I'm sharing. Okay. All right. Let your kid be the commander. Okay. Only on Boston Ray you can get this. Singeman designed it. Look, get your COVID commander mug. Get your flat Earth fucky ducky mug. Look at this thing. You don't want a flat Earth fucky ducky mug? Look, on the front, it's got the flat Earth duck. And on the back, it's got the Earth is flat with the biblical cosmology and Bible verse. Come on. How do you not want that? And you can get it in any color you want. Look. Oh, get it in green. Look at that. Boom. All right. You know what I'm saying? Get it. I give you options. Get it in gray. All right. And then you get, look. Oh. But the newest one. I want to show you guys the new one. I'm making more stuff too. We're making new band practice. Look, we got late night live glasses. All right, the late night live t-shirts are hot. Look, we have one that's got like, look, this is the late night live logo, so you guys understand what's going on here. That's the firmament. That's the city of Boston, right? At night under the firmament with the moon and the stars in the firmament, within the firmament. Okay? Right on the front of the shirt. And on the back, it says, don't sleep on the late night. All right? And you can get it in any color you want, too. You know, you don't necessarily have to get that color. Get any color you want. And there's men's, women's, you know, all that. Okay? And then, boom. We got so much other stuff, too. Look, we got a pullover hoodie. Like, no, not a hoodie, just a sweatshirt. Look, late night live. And they all say don't sleep on the late night on the back. Like, you know? And, hold on. And then we got the new Voice to Skull. You know, we got the flat Earth fucky ducky stuff. We got women stuff. We got iPhone cases and everything. Look, we got everything. We got the flat flops. We got the flat. Yeah, we got the flat Earth duckies, right? T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? The flat Earth fucky ducky. And then we got you know, hoodies and everything. Look, band practice shirts. We're gonna make different brand practice. These ones are gonna be gone soon. These ones are getting discontinued. Yeah, right there. Here you go. These ones are getting discontinued soon. These band practice stuff. I'm taking these down, so because it has an upside down star on it, and Scott didn't like it. But look at this one. All right, so Michelle said fanny packs are in. Look, Michelle made a Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? It said it got a man standing on the flat Earth, and it says Earth is flat. What you gonna do about it? A fanny pack. Michelle made it, right? So we got fanny packs now. Right? And there's another one she made. I don't know what that is. And then this one, look, Voice to Skull Tech t-shirts, women's, right? I think that's the women's one, right? V2K technology t-shirts we got. Look. All right. And we have a men's one too, okay? I think I pretty much did my job here tonight. Let me get out of here before it gets loud here. It's about to get loud here, I can tell. So, yeah, so, you know, just support what you like or it'll disappear, you know? You know, I got a family to support. Help me out here. You know what I'm saying? This is my job, dude. This is what I do. I don't work. This is what I do for a living. You know what I'm saying? I need the help. I need the help more than anybody because I just got out of being homeless. I'm coming up. I was homeless for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Now I have a family. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to the community did so much for me. I am so grateful for this community. You guys have no idea how much this community has changed my life for the better and woke me up to God and brought me closer to God. And yeah. We're gonna fix it. Don't worry. All right, I gotta go, guys. I gotta take care of my kid. But I love yous all. All right. Peace.
I think, like, personally, like, I see the Jizza and me as, like, sounds silly. Like, I see him and me and vice versa. I hope vice versa. He's, like, sort of the scientist rapper.
Yeah. He won. Yeah. She right. Hey. Hey, yo, I'm the most fucked up rapper in the room right now. Hyman bang your dime by the moonlight, pal. If I offend you good, you can sue my style. They talk shit, but the minute they do, lights out. 2 Mossbergs, an AK, and a street sweeper. Have you dummies going like a honey-coated beekeeper. The style switcher, the money waster, the funny motherfucker doing stand-up in a crummy blazer. I got a question. No, I mean I got an answer. I got a lot of dancers stripping for a lot of banter. I think I may have found a cure for herpes, but I'm not sure. Just slut me. I'm more than worthy. I'm awkward. I don't know what to do with my hands except ruin your plans. I keep them glued to your pants. RSG, bitch, that's the clip. Crack the ribs of Martin Shkreli, then we pass the spliff. 2 left feet, I dance like I'm white as fuck, but I got a dick bigger than an ice cream truck. A sleepwalking nightmare, fucking ice creams up with a punch quick enough to leave lightning struck, you know. Fuck every word you throw. Got that curfew flow. I gotta go in early. Tree fusion, slapping 3 Stooges, Larry Moe and Curly. It's not you, it's me. That's what I told my girlie, but it was definitely her. Now I'm phoning Shirley. Banana clips, it's a bonanza, bitch. I blast a cop, blasting off in ciphers like a NASA shot astronaut. Got to find some pot to grind when cancer split the passing cough. Spotting dimes like a stanza with the glasses off. Greedy, keep eating till the EBT run out. Then I'ma keep beefing till the DVD come out. Hungry as me, is that a fact? There it is. I run DMCs out the house in terror when I Aerosmith. In his Chevy rental, scaring kids, bring heavy metal to every ghetto like Run DMC and Aerosmith. So walk this way or chalk gets traced across his face for talking when I stalk this prey. It's a masterpiece, that bastard piece. Spaz with ease, passing trees to chast with deep. I was grimy as fuck when I first debuted. Everybody loved me till they learned it. Every word was way true. Perfect delivery like when Mary birthed Jesus. Earth Day fumes, scuff up they birthday shoes. I quit taking meds and got my mania back. So pay me to rap and watch you get your cranium cracked. My calico spitting on some Alamo shit. You so pussy on the mic, but I should battle yo bitch. I'm lying like a motherfucker. Ain't no calico bitch. It's not the kind of shoot, it's the kind of cute calico kitten. If I write a dope chorus, y'all gon' take hook patterns. When I write, you click like, no Facebook status. Babe took 2 Lakewood bums drunk. One Facebook come dump, the other fucked her with a Facebook thumbs up. I get assistance just for extra dough. My wig got dishes extra messy though. My wrist is glistening with the precious stones, and my clicks consistent like a metronome. Do we want that Wu contracts? The real worry shit. We at Martin Shkreli's doorstep with Bill Murray. Bill, hurry.
Are people ever gonna be able to hear this album?
It depends. It depends on the world. I think that I could see myself in a place where I break it. And I've seriously considered that. They just snap it in half and bury the remains of it so no one tries to reconstruct it. And then I've seen a world where I give it away for free. And I've seen a world where I charge for it or something.
From Mattapan, going through Dorchester to get to Roxbury, just to get more fresh air. Going up Mass Ave, hoping to Newberry. I need the new what? I stay in new everything. I got game in the hood, swear to God, everybody know my name in the hood. And the clothes are dope, yes I must say. Threads and emos, Adidas, Johnny Cupcake. Hey girl, come here. I'm one of them boys that be in front of the corner mall downtown crossing. I'm a dawn to come out, comprende. Eyes like the cigar sign, smoking on Fenway. I never go to sleep, never woke up, nothing sweet, but I'm dunking cause my donuts. Hi Tiffany, can we date, hun? I'm Mr. Boston, not from VH1. No! Yes! King Spider. If there was ever a question in your mind, who's the best of the beat? Stop it. I'm the motherfucking king. Beacon Hill, I know you got me. I see you, Duval. See how? Where we at? Sometimes I want to go somewhere, man. You know? Everybody know my motherfucking name. Everybody do cocaine, you know. It's a place like Boston, you know. Beacon Hill, Paul Revere shit.